Hello. I think we're live.
Are we live?
Are
Hello,
we?
everyone.
Hello, internet.
Howdy there.
I hit the record button, so we're already off to a beautiful start. I gotta adjust my camera down a little bit.
That's what I like to hear, man.
Yeah. Shit. I was napping, so I forgot how to do this.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
I had work early this morning, so I was like, I'm gonna lay down. I'm taking a nap. I'll set an alarm. I'll wake up. And that's what happened. My life is very weird. Welcome to the Clockwork Cantina. That's right, we're doing the podcast. That's what we're doing. Here. Welcome to episode 23. I'm
23.
Yeah, I'm one of your hosts, Josh Nunatu, and this is our other host.
And I am DT3.
Over on that side. That's the one.
Yeah. I would be on the left and Josh on the right.
Yes. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's cold as shit here. I don't know how your weather is, but
it is cold over here. I mean, obviously our cold over here is nowhere near like you're cold, but for us it's cold. Yeah.
When you live in a warm place all the time and then it gets cold, it's fucking cold to you.
Man. Yeah. It's cold. It's cold for us over here. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also rainy here, which kind of blows.
Yo, it's funny you should say that because we actually got rain like yesterday or a couple days ago too, man. That's funny as all.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because we don't get rain often, but like when we do, I'm all for it, dude. Because it's hot as hell over here.
You guys always need rain, I think, right?
Absolutely. Yes, we need all the rain over here.
This is episode 23. We're doing a 2020 movie preview.
Yeah, so basically, we're gonna be looking through. Josh and I are gonna be looking through the movie, all the like major. Well, we're just gonna be looking through movies this year. They're gonna be coming out.
Yeah,
and we're just gonna be talking about the ones that we're looking forward to, we're most excited about, and all that good stuff. So.
Do you have a list open somewhere? Because I have. I have a Rotten Tomatoes like list open, but I don't know if it's got everything on it.
I like wrote down in my notes like a list of the ones I'm looking for, or the ones that I'm kind of either I'm looking forward to or I'm intrigued by. But yeah, I mean it's
I had to open a list because I didn't have time to prep anything, so
it's fine. Yeah, you can just do it that way.
So I have a list open.
But anyway, yeah.
That way, maybe we'll cover multiple things that we might slip. That
for sure. I mean, I'm sure I missed some stuff too. Because again, this is just something that I did like a little, a couple weeks ago.
But before all that, we're jumping like way ahead.
Yeah. I mean, this is. We'll get back to this movie stuff later.
Yeah. Anyway. What you been up to, man? This past since Monday, because we did our show Monday. As well.
Yeah, that's right. It was a shorter time in between to this one.
But hell, this week went by quick. I feel like it was just boom.
It really did, man. It really, really did. I was amazed, man.
It was real quick.
At how quickly it flew by. But no, yeah. Stream wise, I beat was it Far Cry Blood Dragon and a couple other things. I started Kingdom Come Deliverance.
How you like it?
And that game, it's interesting. There's a learning curve to the combat, which I'm trying to get used to.
Yeah.
And there's a few things in there that are like, really, come on. But like it's it's a game that is very punishing. It's not very forgiving.
I read that the more you do something in that game, the better you'll be at it eventually.
Yes, because it's like if you talk to people, it's like, oh, your speech has improved. If you pick locks, your lock picking has improved. If you use a bow and arrow, it's so on and so forth. Like pretty much the more you do things, the better you get at them. So
cool.
So yeah, it's fun though. Like I'm enjoying it, but there are certain things where I'm like, it's kind of annoying and frustrating. But it's one of those games that definitely has a learning curve. So
that's pretty cool though. I like games like that. I'll check it
out. It's an open world type RPG for those of you who aren't aware of it.
I'm a big fan of those.
Yeah, it was like a Kickstarter game too, I believe, like several years back.
Yeah, I think.
But anyway,
it's been so long, I don't even remember.
Yeah, but anyway, single player, open world, medieval RPG. So yeah, it's fun. I'm enjoying this for. But anyway, apart from that, I watched a little bit more of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Ooh, what episode you on?
I am on. Ooh, see, the thing is weird because I'm watching it on Netflix, and they have like, a bunch of they have like all the episodes there, but they're like split into 5 parts. So like once you get to 13 episodes, it starts all over again. Like, oh, episode 1, part 2, or whatever, right? So that's kind of weird. But I can.
I was just curious.
I don't know. I'm like on 20 something.
You're starting to get into good shit. I mean, the whole show's good, but like some good shit happens.
Yeah, dude, I just saw an episode where Roy Mustang was tearing shit up.
Yes, that's like the episode I'm talking about. I love that episode where he's just fucking
him. Yeah, it's him and well, I won't say anything in case people haven't seen it, but
yeah,
there's an episode that I recently saw a couple episodes ago. Goddamn, that episode was like, yo, that was good stuff.
Oh, but anyway, my mic's messing up. 1 second here. Let me see if I can fix it.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I watched that, and then something that and then obviously, we have the whole Ark crew going again, which has been fun. Ark survival, fucking shit. What is it called? The Ark Survival Evolved. I knew it was something like survival something. I still hear it. Okay.
I don't know why it's doing this. What the fuck?
So, Ark, if you guys don't know, is think of it as like a survival. I don't know if.
Hello? Did that fix it? Stream, let me know.
Ark's fun though. It's like a survival open world game with dinosaurs. So we have a crew, and we got a private server, and we're having fun on that game, and it's a good time.
All right. Let me know if it happens again, guys. I don't know. I think I may have had the wrong mic picked or something. I might have to make adjustments.
It sounds fine now, I think.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So just pretty much that, and then I think last week I forgot to mention that I know we mentioned we watched The Witcher, but I forgot to mention that I also watched Watchmen.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we forgot about Watchmen.
Yeah, we forgot. Like I saw it since I saw it like forever ago, but it's something that I forgot to mention last week as well. Watched Watchmen, watched The Witcher. Yeah, like I said, so Kingdom Come, Ark, Full Metal Brotherhood.
I didn't watch all of Watchmen. I watched the first few episodes, which there's some Watchmen news I'm sure we'll get into eventually.
There is, yeah, there is.
That's probably what reminded us, actually, or reminded you rather. We saw that news. But yeah.
Yeah, how's your week been?
It's been good. I did mess around with Ark a little bit at the start of the week. But then I started playing Stardew Valley, just kind of on my own.
You've been stuck on that, huh?
Yeah, and I love hanging out in voice with you guys. I don't know. Last time I played Ark, it grabbed the shit out of me, and we played it a lot. And this time when I played it, it just didn't. But I still love, hanging out with you guys in the game and chilling. Just while I play Stardew. It has mostly to do with, I think we've done Ark before, and it just didn't grab me hard like last time, but yeah. But that's all I've really played, is Stardew. Other than that, I haven't done I prepped some D&D stuff. I prepped the map that I said I was gonna make for you guys, so that's made. I need to do a little bit more work on it, and then it'll be done. Other than that, pretty slow week. Not much. I watched the end of The Crisis.
That's something else I forgot to mention. Yeah, The Crisis. I saw it as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you? By the way,
forgot about that.
Have you tried to watch that Dracula show on Netflix yet, or no?
No, I have not.
Okay, I was just curious.
Is it good? Have you seen it?
I watched the first episode and I didn't like it.
Okay.
but I know some people that watched it and loved it. So
All right.
um
Interesting. Yeah,
uh
I haven't seen it at all yet. No.
I do like one of the characters in it. Just one character though. And I should probably give it a second chance because I was half asleep when I watched it. But
I hear the episodes are like an hour and a half long though, or something. Like they're really long.
I'll be honest with you, I don't even remember.
Mm.
I gave it. This was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, about a week or two ago. I tried to. I was like, I'll check out this Dracula thing,
Yeah. Okay.
and then I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
But I think there's only like what is it? It's 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, I think it's something short, right?
Yeah. I think Jake watched it all. That's why I was sitting in the chat. I was like, maybe he knows off the top of his head because I don't remember. It's not very long. It's like a mini series.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 episodes or something, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I had heard. Yeah.
I need to give it another chance because I'd always like to give everything it's as much attention as it deserves, and
Right.
that one really didn't get as much attention from me. But I did like one character. I like the nun. The nun. There's a nun in the first episode. You meet her like almost right away. That I like.
Okay.
I like her character. She seems pretty
Gotcha.
cool.
Gotcha.
I watched the Aaron Hernandez documentary they have on there.
Oh, yeah. I've heard some things about that, but I haven't seen it myself either yet. No.
It was pretty interesting. You learn quite a bit. They talk quite a bit about that whole deal. So if that's of interest to anybody that's in the crime documentaries or anything like that, I encourage you to check it out because I found it very interesting and liked it. I'm the kind of guy that used to watch the Investigation Discovery channel all the time, which was all this murder and fucking murder mysteries and all this shit. I was stupid weird. Yeah. I was weird like that. I used to not be able to go to sleep unless I had that channel on, which I think says something weird about me. But yeah, I used to really like that channel.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm trying to think. No, just stuff I want to do is all I can think of. I want to try out that the Three Kingdoms just had some new DLC come out, and I want to fucking download it and play it. So,
well, that's cool.
But other than that, you want to hit the news, my man?
Yeah, I mean, let's get into it.
Let me open our text that says news on it.
Gaming news.
Hit the news. We're doing the news, buddy.
I'm gonna go ahead and start. So, to start off our news of the day, before I start, this episode is gonna be like news-wise. It's gonna be like the pushed back, delayed / it isn't happening anymore. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
But anyway, to start off, PlayStation is skipping E3 2020.
That's right. They're doing it again.
PS5 will not have a presence at E3, which I think, I mean, it's not the first time Sony isn't going to, PlayStation isn't going to E3.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like, I don't know, man.
For me, if I can jump in, for me, it's sad. It makes me sad because E3,
I was gonna say,
E3 was like.
I was going to say the exact same thing because E3 had everything all together.
Yeah.
But now the direction that we're going in nowadays, everybody wants to have their own separate thing.
And if that's going to happen, then it feels like E3 is going to die off. And that makes me so sad.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And I understand that it's probably much easier actually to do your own deal. I know that a lot of times when E3 comes up, they have to do like a time crunch to get something ready for it.
Yeah.
But man, the child in me that grew up watching E3 is sad by it possibly going away.
It feels like E3 is just slowly dying.
Yeah.
Because again, that's how I was thinking about it. It's like we every year we're like, we get hype and look forward to that certain time of the year when E3 is around, and
we stream the conferences and react.
We stream it and we watch everything as it happens, and we look forward to things that we want to see that we already know about, and then as always we always mention things that we don't know about that are going to be surprises, and it's like you know you got your your bingo cards or whatever, and like
Yeah.
all that stuff, dude. It's all part of it, man.
Even the weird cringy parts.
Yeah, dude. Like people, going up on stage and doing meme shit, and like
And the
it's all
fucking
good stuff.
demos breaking on screen, all that shit, man.
Yeah, dude. Like it's all part of the fun and the experience, and
Bethesda's
like all that
infinite
stuff.
disappointment every.
My infinite disappointment with there being a new KOTOR, like it's
Yeah.
just all of it, man. So
Speaking of
this,
KOTOR, Co Carnage started his run this morning, and I need to go back
hey,
and watch it.
but yeah, I'm right there with you, man. This kind of does make me sad too, because again, we had everything all together in one spot in E3, and then now everybody's doing their own thing, dude.
Yeah, the business side of me understands it. The
Oh, well, of course, yeah. I mean, you
man,
can do stuff whenever you want instead of waiting for E3 or like whatever.
but the kid in me, was like, man, I can't wait to watch E3 and see all those awesome game reveals.
Yeah.
See what celebrity they drag up on stage this year. Although I don't think anything would ever beat Keanu from Cyberpunk. But yeah. Yeah.
No, you're breathtaking.
Oh, I don't think that is moment of the decade. There you go.
It was pretty good.
But
yeah, that's yeah. So that's our first piece of news.
And that was a sad piece.
Yeah, I mean it is. It is. What can we say, right?
There's some good news this week though too.
We're gonna have to wait on the good news, I guess, or maybe this might be good news. Final Fantasy VII remake has been delayed to April.
That's 1 month, right? Correct.
It was just a month. It was supposed to arrive March 3rd,
hey, man.
but it got pushed back to April. Which
polish that shit.
A lot of people get like upset or mad or whatever. Like, I'm gonna cancel my pre-order or whatever when games get delayed. I don't care, dude.
I used to kind of be man. I used to be kind of like that because I was a brat and was like, I want it now. But now I'm like, I want it now, but I want it good now.
I don't care, dude. Like, there's so many other games out there to play, dude. I can wait.
And spring was loaded anyway, so.
Yeah, and in most cases, I don't even get the game when it comes out anyway. So
that's fair. Like
for me personally, I'm just like, I can wait, dude. Like,
patience is a virtue.
It's like the Nintendo quote. It's like a rush game is bad forever, but a delayed game is great eventually or good eventually.
Yeah.
So it's something like that. Obviously, that wasn't exactly it, but you get the gist of it.
Nah. I posted that on Twitter, and I'm gonna call you out, Jimmy. I'm calling you out. There's never been a good Duke Nukem game. Go fuck yourself. Dude. All right, I know Duke Nukem Forever was delayed forever. It doesn't matter. It wasn't gonna be good anyway. It could have had all the time in the world. Fuck you.
Got balls of steel.
Love you, Jimmy. Love you, Jimmy.
So yeah, overall, again, I've the only Final Fantasy game that I've played is 10, and I kind of like that a little bit. But I've never been like a Final Fantasy person.
I've never played a single Final Fantasy game.
And this one has me like, hey, I'm gonna try this one out because it looks good.
And what's funny is like they're games that are right up my alley. I just missed them, and I'm very glad that they're doing this remake because it gives me a chance to dip my toe in that world for the first time.
Exactly. As somebody like that has never really. I never really played these games. This one gets me intrigued to step into it and try it out.
Absolutely.
So again, I don't mind the delay, and
they have a really cool collector's edition.
I'm intrigued by the game. So anyway, moving on to other delays.
There's a lot of delays, guys.
Marvel's The Avengers has been delayed to September 4th, 2020. So this one got a bigger pushback because this one was supposed to originally come out like May 5th or something.
Yeah, I understand this pushback too because I felt like it was a little soon.
And yeah, again, I'm gonna say this every time, but I don't mind delays.
I don't either.
Do what you have to do to get it going and working properly. And hey, this one comes out closer to my birthday, so I'm fine.
Boom.
So that's cool. But yeah, Marvel's The Avengers. people were saying that like the character models looked a little wonky or whatever. It's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Maybe they'll keep polishing that. We'll see how it looks. You know.
Yeah. I thought they
Yeah.
looked okay.
Yeah, they looked all right. I think the main thing is people were like, "Oh, that's not Chris Evans. Like, it's not supposed to be."
I mean,
You
they're
know?
not gonna. Why would you want to? You'd have to pay so much money for their likeness,
Yeah,
man.
they're not gonna look like the MCU actors. You know what I mean? Like, there's certainly some inspiration and influence behind the MCU, but it's not gonna be exactly the same. You know?
What I don't get is people get so hung up on looks. For me, the fucking voices are what's important, and that game has
They have a solid cast. Dude.
absolutely solid voice cast. So
I recognized everybody except for the guy who was playing Captain America.
yeah.
But I'm sure that after this, he'll probably be in more stuff.
Well, I think he was in one of the Walking Dead games, one of the Telltale ones.
He might have been.
I think that was like the big thing he was in.
He might have been. Also, there's the feedback is back. I think.
Oh yeah, it is. I don't know what the hell's going on. Give me a sec, guys. I might just swap mics for the rest of this show.
But yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to this game. I know a lot of people are like whatever on it, or
there we go.
I feel like if they can give us a good game. I mean, a good story. This is gonna have co-op. So I feel like this is gonna be something where we can gather up like a group of us and just like have fun, just tearing shit up, dude, with some Avengers.
Hell yeah.
Like it's gonna be fun. So I'm looking forward to it. Been delayed till September 4th, and I'm fine with it. So.
All right, if you're listening to this stream, I've switched microphones now, so I might sound a little different.
I still hear it.
Still hear your feedback?
Yeah, it's got a little louder.
There shouldn't be anything.
Okay, I don't hear it at all now. I don't know what you did, but I don't hear anything anymore.
Hello? No feedback? We good? We groovy? Bacon? Test. No feedback? I think we're good. Daniel? Are you there?
Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Avengers.
Oh, he can't hear me. I need to change. Hang on.
Ooh.
Can you hear me, Daniel? I'll be right back.
All right.
We gotta change screens for just a second, guys.
Yeah, still
There we go. You got me now?
here. Yes.
All right. So what happened was, I forgot. I had to change the mic into Discord too, so you couldn't hear me when I was talking through this one.
Yeah, I couldn't at all.
My bad. Sorry, guys. Slight technical difficulties. We're back now. We can continue.
Okay. So, we talked about Avengers, and now we move on to the next delayed game, which is that Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed from April until again September 17th. So yeah, I mean again, delays are fine.
Yeah. This was in a stacked month anyway.
September 17th is again after my birthday, so hey man, I'll probably be able to get it then. A lot sooner than I would be able to normally.
I think Witcher 3 was also delayed at one point.
I was just gonna say Witcher 3 got delayed a few times, and that turned out to be fucking one of my favorite games of the decade.
And fucking
of all time,
long.
honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a long ass game, but it's a damn good game.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, we have a few delays here, but to me that's fine. They'll come out when they're ready to come out, and I'm sure they'll be good, or as good as we want them to be. So I have no problem with this. And CD Projekt Red has I feel like they haven't disappointed yet. So whatever they need to do to keep that going, keep up the quality, that's fine, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What else you got?
All right. Um, Next up, we have that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC.
Hell yes, I heard this. I heard about this.
So the 2017 Sony exclusive, which to me was my game of the year for 2017, was originally a Sony PS4 exclusive, but now it's coming to PC later this year. Um,
That's awesome.
for those of you who haven't played this because you you don't have a PS4 or anything, I absolutely 100% recommend this game. This game is amazing.
I want it on PC because I am just so bad at shooters on the fuck with a controller, and this has shooting parts in it. A lot of
Yeah,
shooting in it.
you use a bow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, your bow.
It's
I can't aim worth a damn with a controller. I don't know why.
it is an amazing game. Like if you guys again, if you don't have a PS4 and you never played this game, if you do have a PC, absolutely get this game because it was my personal I really had a lot of fun with it. There's like, mechanical dinosaurs and things that the story is fun. Just check it out. It's good stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be coming out later this year. I don't think there's a release date on it just yet, but yeah. Another thing that I take from this is that exclusives are not really a thing anymore, right? Because like all these Xbox exclusives are on PC already, and now PS4 games are slowly starting to be PC exclusives. Like Detroit, was on PS4, and then now it's like on PC as well. And then
Yeah.
Death Stranding was a PS4 thing, and now it's going to be on PC. Horizon now, like all these exclusive games are like ceasing to be exclusive. But yeah,
Yeah, man. Maybe it's going the way of the dodo.
yeah, I suppose.
Because I don't know. Exclusivity. Microsoft hasn't done really just exclusive stuff in a while. They always put their stuff usually on PC now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like the Xbox stuff isn't really,
And then PS4. I don't even know if they really need to do exclusive. Do you really need to do exclusives anymore? Do you think?
I think I mean to sell like consoles and stuff that's why like those Nintendo games are like super expensive, right? Because you can't get them anywhere else, and Nintendo knows you're gonna fucking pay for them because you can only play them on the Nintendo shit.
Uh,
PS4 wise though, like yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I don't know if you need to anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. It's tricky, but like I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see how it changes over the next few years and see if that's what keeps.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Uh,
it will be interesting.
Definitely something to look at.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got?
I have two game trailers that we got.
Oh, hot
The
damn.
first is we have a Resident Evil 3 Nemesis trailer.
I've watched this because I'm really hyped for this. I'm gonna play this one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, play it. So yeah, we have Resident Evil 3 Nemesis trailer.
I don't think it has any music in it. I could probably play this with sound.
You guys should be able to see it on the stream now.
Yeah, it's it.
Okay.
I'm not a big.
Yeah, it looks cool, man.
I'm not a big fan of Carlos's redesign. It looks better here though, when they show him.
Hmm.
Oh, Nemesis.
Nemesis looks crazy, dude.
Many a fear as a child running into him.
Right? Crazy.
I'm pretty excited for this.
I like the whole like remake thing they're doing with these Resident Evil games. Like they remade 2, now they're doing 3. It's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I dig it. It's just
It's gonna sell, man. People, you cash in on that nostalgia.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Which I heard a rumor that Mass Effect was supposed to be getting remastered too.
Oh, really?
So I don't know if it's true or not.
I feel like that's something that could be. I mean, the first one came out 2007, 2008.
Yeah. God, Nemesis
like
looks dope as fuck.
Yeah, he looks mean as well.
Fucking got flamethrower and shit.
Yeah.
Stars. Dig it. Dig it. I want it in my mouth.
Yeah, so the first Mass Effect 2007, dude. Yeah, that's like forever ago, dude.
I mean, people love that game. I replay it every November, usually try to.
And I still haven't played that game.
God, I can't wait for this.
I gotta get to it, yeah. Shit, maybe I should wait if they're gonna remaster it, man.
wait and see. Wait till after E3, they might do an announcement there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Wait that long. Hell yeah, I'm excited.
If that's what they're gonna do.
Oh, sweet. If you pre-order, you get the fucking classic Carlos look. I'm down for that.
Oh yeah, because they did that with the other game too, right? Like you can get the classic look if you pre-order it or whatever.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm excited for Resident Evil 3. I don't know if you are, but man, that was the one. That's the one I remember playing as a kid. Is that one? I remember
that one.
Fucking 3. Yeah. I never played 2.
That's cool.
I should buy 2.
I played like bits and pieces of the older ones here and there, but the main ones that I played was like 4 and 5.
And I'm a guy that I don't like to be scared, so that's why I usually don't play them. But I'll fucking play this out of nostalgia.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, and it's gonna look good. So that's.
Yeah, it looks great in that trailer.
I'm all for like them remaking older games like
I
this.
remember that game being long too, but that could just be me.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played. I never like played through it.
What's the time to beat on the original? I'm gonna look this shit up later. Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
You guys ever go to How Long to Beat? That's the place to go, man. Fucking.
They're shout out to them. The last piece of gaming news that I got here is another trailer, but this one is for Doom Eternal. So once Josh gets the time for the other game, we can get this Doom Eternal trailer.
Apparently, it's not very long. Wow, I was surprised. It's like 6 hours if you just main story. Man, it felt long as a kid. You got a link for that trailer, by the way?
I do, yeah. So this last one is for Doom Eternal, official trailer number 2.
Oh my god, now this is hype. Should I play this with sound? I feel like I got to.
It's
got some badass music in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably gonna have music in it though.
I mean, if it's up to you, you're the one that puts it on YouTube, so I don't really care. I'll leave it muted. It's a dope trailer.
Doom guy. Yeah, I need to play the 2016 Doom.
I started it and then it took me a little bit to get used to it because it's so quick. It's so fast, like the movement and the shooting. It's like it feels good, but it's like it's been a while since I've done this.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get to it on stream soonish. Well, I say soonish, but like I gotta beat Kingdom Come, and then we'll see from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks fun. These Doom games always just look like a fun, like kill, destroy everything, fun time. So
this is actually there's a lot of story in this particular trailer, which is weird for a Doom game, in my opinion. I don't remember there being a lot of story in the old Dooms. There could have been, I guess. All I remember is you're on Mars, it's hell, and you're fucking fighting demons. That's all I remember. But there's a lot of story stuff in it. Yeah, like
yeah.
There's a monster they showed during this. Have you watched this trailer yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. There's a monster they showed in this trailer that looks like it has on like Doom guy armor. Which is weird and curious. This guy right here, look at that dude. God damn, that dude looks.
Raise hell.
Got a big ass fucking axe.
They're doing some pretty interesting pre-order bonuses for this game as well.
And you get a fucking sword.
Yeah, that's cool.
If you can use that sword the entire game, I'd fucking.
You're just gonna run around with the sword.
It won't be Doom. It'll be Doom Skyrim. That's what it'll be. Because I fucking. The Rip and Tear pack. What do we get? Oh, you get the Doom 64
Doom
digital.
64, yeah, and you get
Yeah.
some skins, a bonus campaign level, some
Yeah.
shotgun
Throwback
skin.
shotgun. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I,
get
I love some Doom, man.
the deluxe edition includes some other bonus stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it does.
And then you can join the club at slayersclub.com. So yeah,
Oh,
this game is gonna be
man, they need to throw in the soundtrack on this fucking. Yeah, I'm surprised.
competing with Animal Crossing when they come out. That's gonna be funny.
Hey man, Animal Crossing's got a huge following too.
No, I know. I'm like, dude,
It's
yeah,
like that. Like I'm gonna slaughter some shit in Doom, and then I'm gonna go fucking play some Animal. I've never played Animal Crossing, so I don't know shit about it.
I know a lot of Animal Crossing fans for sure. They're yeah, it's
Slayer, join the Slayers Club.
yeah.
I'm excited for Doom. I need to go back and finish the first one, and then I'll
Yeah,
be all the way. All the
I gotta play 2016 for sure. But
way.
anyway,
Okay.
that's all I got. We got some cool stuff, some delays, like I said, and whatnot. Um, but yeah,
I don't think there was a new Smash Brothers character introduced, right?
there was, yeah, it was another Fire Emblem character, and there was people,
It,
freaking out over
it's
that.
the
It's
it's
like,
the main character from the new Three Kingdom or Three
yeah,
Houses Kingdoms because of Three
yeah,
Houses. Um, Bailiff, Bailiff. I don't know how you say the name. Bailiff, something like that.
something like that, right?
I
Yeah,
didn't actually watch it because
yeah. I mean, it's another Fire Emblem character from the new
I,
Fire
I
Emblem game
I
got added.
was I was surprised that they put another Fire Emblem character in it because I feel like there's a lot in there.
There is.
Uh,
That's why I heard people are like, "Oh, there's too many sword characters in the game and whatever." It's like, I guess, but if you're gonna argue about there being too many Fire Emblem characters, there's like a million Mario characters. So what are you
that's
talking
true.
about?
That's true.
And like, and people also have to like remember that Sakurai,
Hmm?
he's a Japanese dude, so he's gonna add characters from like the Japanese people know, like a bunch of the Fire Emblem characters. The fighting guy, what's his name? Terry Bogard. Like I had no idea who the fuck that is. They added that guy probably for the Japanese folk and like people like that, who are like people who are like not from here because that's not a well known character over here. I feel like.
Nope, because I have no idea who it is when you said his name. I'm like, I
Yeah,
have no idea
Terry
who.
Bogard from Streets of Rage or some fighting game. I forget what it's called, but he got added to Smash a while back, and
Oh,
I was like, when they added him, I was like, who the fuck is that, dude? Because I have no idea. But
yeah.
anyway,
Apparently, speaking of Fire Emblem, apparently they're having like a little X pack or something for their for three houses where there's like a fourth house now. Like they're adding a whole other faction to that game,
oh really?
which I found kind of interesting. They have a trailer for it. I haven't watched it yet. I'll probably watch it later. I don't think I'll play it on the stream because
But damn, they gotta change the name of the game. They gotta change it to Four Houses then.
it's called Fire Emblem Three Houses Cindered Shadows or something. I should have watched the trailer. But that's like the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, that's all. We can be if that's all we got, we can move on.
There was a tease for Baldur's Gate 3, so keep an eye out for that. There's going to be something for Baldur's Gate coming soon. They were teasing
Okay.
some shit on Twitter, and they had like a little video played. Not, they didn't show anything. Just says Baldur's Gate 3 on it. Something's moving. All right, what you got next, my man? Television news?
Movie news or yeah, TV news actually. Yeah, you're right.
I know I can't remember it either.
No, I was looking at the movie news, but
Like 50% of the time, I'm just taking a shot in the dark and hoping, like, I think this is what we do, right?
anyway, so to start off the movie news, we have our Lord of the Rings TV show cast that has been announced.
Oh damn!
So yeah, it was reported that Robert Aramayo, the young Ned Stark from Game of Thrones, is going to be in it. He's going to be the leading role. He'll be playing this character called Beldor. Uh,
It sounds like a Lord of the Rings character. Yeah.
yeah, his name is Beldor. Yeah, and there's a few other actors. Most of these actors, actually, I'm not too familiar with. I have to say, uh, Owain Arthur, uh, Nazanin bon Boniati, Tom Budge, Morfydd Clark, Ismael Cruz Cordova, who was I'd recognize that guy because he was Shion's brother from The Mandalorian. He was a Twi'lek guy.
Ah, yes, 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 yes.
That's who he was. So that Ismael Cruz Cordova from The Mandalorian, he's in this. Emma Horvath, Markella Kavanaugh, Joseph Maul, who, as we know, was Benjen from Game of Thrones. Tyro Muhafedin, and then there's even a stage actor, Sophia Nomvet, Megan Richards, Dylan Smith, Charlie Vickers, and Daniel Wayman were also confirmed. So again, I personally am not too familiar with most of these names,
I'm not either.
but I feel like this is a good thing
Yeah, I do too.
because unknowns are, I think, are a good thing. You know,
Yeah. You
I,
never know
I,
who's gonna come out of this show like gigantic. Who's
yeah,
gonna be the
exactly.
hit person,
Yeah, exactly.
So
I feel like it's always a good thing when you have like mostly unknowns and a few little recognizable names in there, like Robert Aramayo and Joseph Maul from Game of Thrones, right? But for the most part, everybody else, you know, is fairly unknown. Like I don't know who most of these people are, so I feel that's a good thing. We'll obviously know who they are when the show comes out. I'm super looking forward to this Lord of the Rings Amazon show.
do they have a
We still don't.
date at all?
I was just gonna say we
Oh,
do not have a release date, but I believe it's coming out next year,
okay.
and it hasn't even come out yet. Obviously, as we just mentioned, but it already got renewed for season 2.
I got a lot of faith in it.
Yeah.
And Amazon has $1 bazillion, so
And then we also know that J.A. Bayona, the guy who directed Jurassic Park, Fallen Kingdom, or Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, is gonna direct the first 2 episodes as well. So yeah, I mean, there's I'm excited for more Lord of the Rings.
I'm excited for the next big fantasy show, man.
Yeah, for real, dude. Like, like I think like yeah, like I like The Witcher.
hmm We
And
got the Lord of the Rings coming, and we have the Wheel of Time coming.
yeah, we have
So
quite a few things coming
so
actually. Yeah,
I hope they're both amazing smash hits because
yeah, yeah,
I love that
yeah.
shit.
And
I live for it.
for real, man. Yeah, so very much so looking forward to this show. And yeah, they're like Jake says in the chat, they're investing a lot of money in this show.
Yeah.
Uh, a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the cast confirmed for that.
Which do you watch? This is gonna be a little sidetrack. Do you watch much on Amazon? What shows do you watch that are on Amazon?
The main one that I watched is the Marvel.
Miss Maisel.
Yeah, that's like one of the main ones that I watch. The Boys. I haven't seen some of these other things like Jack. I think Jack Ryan or something like that one. I
See,
haven't really seen.
I like Jack Ryan a lot. I still haven't watched the newest season, but I love that first season. It's a good show.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah,
curious. Just
yeah,
random tidbit
yeah.
curiosity.
I watch a few things here and there, but not a whole lot.
They have a lot of documentaries on there. Watch a lot of documentaries on there too. They have one on there that Jake, if you're in the chat, you might like this, or you may have already seen it. There's one on there that they talk about the art of like old school D&D. It's very interesting. Check it out if you haven't seen it. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head,
Which,
but I've
speaking
watched it.
of old school D&D, I was watching to get a little off topic here, or I guess on topic with D&D, but off topic on new movie news
I mean, we got
or
time.
TV show, is that I was watching Sam Witwer the other day on he was like on it was a YouTube video. He was talking about all his stuff that he's in, like Clone Wars season 7 and Days Gone and his album because he makes music,
Yeah.
and he also had his D&D book, that he did with Kyle Newman and his brother and a few other people, like documenting like some of the history of D&D and stuff, and you get to see some of like the old school art and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool seeing that.
Man, it's amazing. It's amazing how a few years ago that I didn't even really know what D&D was, and then you look at it now and it's it's getting big again, like real big now, like
I
fucking
think, yeah, I feel like things like Stranger Things contributed to that.
Critical Role massively contributed to it in
For
my opinion.
sure. Yeah,
Role
there's
play, even the role play stuff, man. Even I think there's an interview somewhere where because role play I think happened before Critical Role, and I think Mercer said that he saw it on there too and was like, oh, I guess you can stream this, and then some of this. I think there's an interview out there somewhere where he talks about it. Which
yeah. I mean, role
speaking
play. Yeah, I remember watching the Star Wars one.
yeah, and speaking of that, Mercer's got a book coming. Like he did with the Wizards of the Coast, talking about Wildmount. That got leaked a little bit by Amazon by Amazon. They're good at
Oh,
that. Um, and then they did the official announcement. So I'm excited for when that book comes out. They're just gonna have a whole bunch of new subclass. We got way off topic. Uh, yeah, but yeah, man, I'm happy D&D's making a big comeback. So it's awesome,
and
awesome,
then we got
man.
our game going and stuff, and that's fun.
Yeah, tabletop. I've gotten big into it. So.
Yeah. But anyway, moving back to the TV news. Superman and Lois, which is the CW show based off of the two characters from the Supergirl show, the Superman and Lois from there. That's what it's called, Superman and Lois. It's gonna be happening next season, or I guess next TV season, which is the 2021 season. So next fall, we'll be getting that show. And then also the Jared Padalecki, the Walker Texas Ranger reboot or reimagining, call it.
Yeah.
So those are two CW shows coming next year. Um, yeah. So we both saw the Crisis. How do you feel about Superman and Lois getting a TV show? And are you even gonna watch it? Well, I can probably know the answer to that, which is probably no, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
but yeah,
I check out first episode.
I I'm like I'm gonna check it out because I'm watching all these shows already anyway.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
think
gonna get I'm
probably
gonna get on it.
I think probably with Crisis ending, that'll probably end my relationship with those shows.
Okay,
Probably for
yeah,
good, unless something weird happens.
that's fair.
I think that's a good stopping point for me. So.
That's fair. Yeah. For me, watching Crisis, I was like, man, I would much rather have Brandon Routh as Superman again.
Yeah, I'd love for him to get another whack at it.
Because his Superman, he is so good, dude. He is so good as Superman.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
I think the
But
problem with the movie that he was in wasn't with him at all. Anyway, I think it
no,
was.
no, he was
Yeah, he
good. The
was
movie
great.
was the problem with the movie is that it's just a boring Superman movie.
Yeah.
But he was good. No, he was great. And then again, he reminded us how good he was as Superman in the Crisis episodes.
Yep.
But anyway, moving on. Speaking of Amazon, how would like we were earlier, Jack Reacher is going to get a series at Amazon. So not only do they have Jack Ryan, but they're getting Jack Reacher too.
I assume they're
Uh,
not getting Tom Cruise for this series.
yeah, no,
Because that would be great.
yeah, no. Speaking of other Amazon shows, the other one I've been wanting to watch is Carnival Row. I haven't had a chance to see it yet though.
No, I haven't checked it out either. Has anybody in the chat seen it? Any opinions? Just curiosity. You can answer while we move on from. But I would love
Uh,
to see. I would like to
but
check
yeah,
it out too.
Jack Reacher is going to be on Amazon. It's going to be a little confusing because again they have Jack Ryan, now they're going to have Jack Reacher, two Jacks, whatever. Anyway,
And they're gonna
they're-
cross over, and Jack meets Jack,
yeah, Jack and Jack, yeah,
and
Jack
Jack and the
Jack,
Beanstalk.
and then you're gonna have Jack Jack from Incredibles in there and
Uh-huh.
whatnot.
It's starting to sound like a
Anyway,
City of Mist game.
yeah, right, yeah. Anyway, Jack Reacher's getting an Amazon show. Uh, The Continental, which is a TV series based on the John Wick movies, is on track to air in late 2021 after the fourth movie comes out.
Here's my question to you: do you think this will be a hit without Keanu in it?
Um, that's always tough, right? Because most of these movies that are like based off, or most of these shows that are based off movies without like the main character in them, kind of don't do a whole lot well. And the other thing is that this show is going to be on Stars, so I don't know, man. Like honestly, you can never really tell. Again, you can know it's all we always go to the mindset of like, well, these aren't going to do these aren't going to do well, right? Because you don't have the main actor. This is going to be a spin-off because it's based around the Continental instead of John Wick. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like it could. I
It's
feel like it
got
has potential.
it's definitely got the potential because
Yeah, it
like
has potential.
I still haven't watched 3 yet. I still need to watch it.
Same. I have to watch the third one.
Uh,
But yeah, I'll give
it's
it
got
the.
potential.
I feel like the John Wicks are amazing movies though, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for now.
I mean, a
It,
hotel full of hitmen that do jobs.
yeah,
Like it writes
honestly, we
itself,
probably
man.
won't be able to tell until they release like a trailer or
Yeah,
something,
if it's something like that, I'll watch it.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I like John Wick, so we'll see when we'll see what happens with that. Again, the fourth movie is supposed to come out May 21st next year, and the show obviously won't be out until after that. So we still have a ways to go before
A
this.
fucking pencil of that of that movie.
Um,
Those movies, I should say. What else you got?
the Game of Thrones prequel, House of the Dragon, will be airing in 2022. Said the HBO president of programming. So we're like 2 years away from the Targaryen Game of Thrones spin-off show.
Are you interested in this?
I'll be honest. After Game of Thrones ended, I have not felt the urge whatsoever at all to watch anything Game of Thrones related because man, that last season of Game of Thrones just like it is unbelievable how crazy to me that season alone tainted the show for me. Like I just I'm just like, man, like I used to really enjoy Game of Thrones before season 8. Like I was hype. I was looking forward to it. I mean, even season 7 kind of has like its fan fictiony moments, you know? People say that the turn of the show was started like in season 6 because that's when, the what's his name? What are those guys' names? D&D guys. Fuck, what are they called? Dan and Dave, Benioff and Weiss.
Yeah.
When Benioff and Weiss started to make shit up because they didn't have George R. R. Martin's books to go on anymore, so they were saying like, "Oh, season 6 is when the show started to turn to shit or whatever." Right?
Yeah.
I still kind of enjoyed season 6, but season 7, I could tell that's kind of like where they started to like really lean into like the fan fictiony shit
Yeah,
and
when
like,
when they could adapt from Martin's books, they were
oh,
great. But when they
they're great at
started,
adapting things, but they can't make shit up at all,
no,
dude.
sorry, you guys are terrible writers.
God damn. Yeah, so season 8 and then like some of season 7 just really tainted the show for me. Um but I mean, honestly, I hope that this new show kind of brings back the
The love.
the love for Game of Thrones that I used to have. So,
Well, it's a whole new
well,
deal, right?
yeah,
Kind
it's
of.
a whole new thing. Those two guys are not involved. Benioff and Weiss are not involved, I don't think. They're bringing back Miguel Sapochnik, who worked on Game of Thrones. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm not like excited for it or anything because how can I be excited for it? When we know like very little on it.
Yeah.
But I'm I want to be. Let's just say I'm cautiously optimistic. How about that?
Feel you,
So yeah, that's how I feel about this show.
feel
We'll
you, my
see.
man. I was
We're
just
still
curious because
Yeah, we're still 2 years away. So there's
we
there's
got.
plenty of time to get excited or hype or whatever,
Do they have a
or not.
Do they have a cast for that at all or not?
Uh, no, other
I don't think they do.
than I think I forget if Naomi Watts was in this one or the one that got canceled. Because there was another Game of Thrones show that got canceled, but I forget if Naomi Watts was in this one or in that other one. But I don't think so. I don't think there's been any casting on this show yet. when there is, we'll bring it up here on the podcast. But anyway,
Yeah, that's what made me think. I don't think there is because we've never mentioned it.
yeah, no. When it does, we'll talk about it. Anyway, unless you want to say anything else, we can
No,
move on.
no. That was a cool little discussion. I digged it. So go on.
The Dark Tower series adaptation is not going forward at Amazon.
Well, I'm fine with
So,
this.
so they were going to be doing a Dark Tower adaptation, but not anymore.
What I read
Uh,
was what was it? They were gonna do like the main character as a kid. They were gonna start with that. And in the books, that happens like halfway through the books. They do a flashback or something like that.
uh, this series was supposed to be obviously not connected to the movie from a couple years ago. It was supposed to be they say it was supposed to be a more faithful retelling of the book than the movie. It takes place many years before the events
Yeah.
that were shown in the movie, and it focused on the story of Roland Deschaines, and how he became a gunslinger, and how he got his guns and whatever, all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's not happening anymore. So
No. It's no. This show. This book series they've tried to adapt it so many times, and it almost always falls through. If you want what this show was gonna be, go buy the graphic novels. I bought them when we were at WaveCon at the comic
at
shop. I
WaveCon,
have
right?
them right
Yeah, I
over there.
remember that. Yeah, I remember
They're
that.
great. They're gritty. The art here. I'll fucking grab that shit. Hang on. I'll show you. I'll show you on screen because I knocked them off last night.
Yeah, Josh just got him. He bought him at WaveCon. There's a cool little comic shop down in Marietta.
This is
We went a
just
few times.
this is the one I've opened. Here's some of it. Look at the fucking look at the cover, man. It looks fucking dope. Here,
Pretty cool cover, man.
I'll open a
That is
few
a
pages.
pretty cool cover.
I'll open a few pages. I gotta. Yeah, it fucking opens with a fucking vulture eating the shit out of that thing. Look. This fucking book. If you haven't seen it, like, go check it out.
It's cool, good stuff.
Go check out Stephen King's Dark Tower graphic novel if you wanted to see what the show would be like, because it starts with Roland as a kid. So, art by actually I don't know what the art's by, who the art's by, but check them out. Check them out. It's a good book.
But the art looks good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks good. So
Check out the books. It's my favorite. It's my personal favorite book series. So one of them.
cool.
Maybe the Discord book club when they're done with all their Game of Thrones stuff will check it out. I would dig that actually. I'd join that book. Anyway.
Moving on. Mindhunter. The Mindhunter cast has been released from their contracts, and season 3 has been put on hold.
Did they say why in this article or at all? Or is it typical? This is season 3 in Netflix. It's too expensive. We're canceling it, kind of deal.
It's because Netflix themselves, no, they're not the ones that are like they're not ruling it out, but it more so depends on David Fincher's schedule.
Oh, okay.
Is what they're saying, yeah. Because he's working on directing the Netflix movie called Mank, and then he's producing the second season of Love, Death, and Robots. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen the first season of Love, Death, and Robots, that is dope. Check it out.
Good.
And so yeah, pretty much Fincher is busy, so he's doing a bunch of different things. So that's why it's kind of been put on hold, and everybody who was on contract has kind of been released from it. So
well, I hope it comes back. I enjoyed the show.
It's up in the air. I like Mindhunter, man. I hope we see a season 3. I like both season 1 and 2. I thought it was a really good show, and the actors they got to like portray some of these like real life people. It is like mind blowing when you see like side to side pictures. You're like, dude, that looks
like the real dude.
Yeah, man. You're like whoa. But anyway, great show.
It's such smart writing. Like,
yeah,
I really enjoy it. I'm sad.
Hopefully it comes back, but yeah, it's kind of on hold right now because David Fincher is a busy guy.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why Mindhunter.
Mm-hmm. And this
in demand.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of like another character or another person we'll talk about a little bit later in the movie, who's also very in demand nowadays. But anyway,
all right.
something that we were mentioning earlier, Watchmen will not be getting a second season. So the creator Damon Lindelof said that he has no interest in doing a second season. So that's the reason why they're not going forward with it, and they're not gonna do it without Damon Lindelof. So I feel like
And the respect. I mean,
yeah,
respect. You
yeah,
fucking did
it's
it the
good.
way you want to, and they're not gonna carry it on. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So just one season only. That's all. Uh,
You had you a massive hit. You made some. You probably made some people's careers in that show, because I mean, some of the acting and it's great. So
yeah, people were losing their minds over this show.
I know
And
some people will be
yeah,
disappointed there's not another season, but fucking go out on a high note. Not everything has
yeah,
to be a
yeah,
million
yeah.
fucking seasons. Like, come on.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. It's better than having something go on forever and then just have it get stale and boring and
Game of Thrones.
Walking Dead.
It's
That
so
because
true, but
I
so
stopped
true.
I stopped watching that show, dude. Dude, which is sad because I used to love Walking Dead, dude. Like the first 3 seasons, I was so into Walking Dead. The first 3 seasons, and then I just like I was still on board. I was still on board for season 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I saw all that stuff, but each season progressively was getting worse and worse
my,
until
what pisses me off is AMC is like adamant, or was adamant for such a long time. It's not bad. We're just gonna keep making it.
yeah, they're like we're gonna make it for as long as we want to make it.
Well,
Or there's gonna be we have like 120 seasons
you
planned, you know.
fucking just it makes me want to slap the shit
And
out of
the
you.
worst part is they have like 3 spin-offs or something, dude, on it too, which is like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? No. Anyway, I know people love that show still, which
But I mean that's cool, but
and
damn.
honest, to be fair to Walking Dead, also, I heard it's gotten better too. I don't have the time to watch that stuff, and I don't have the time to watch bad TV anymore or bad anything, you know. So
I feel you.
anyway, yeah, Watchmen. It's not getting a second season. Good for them. You know, if you can do a one and done season like that, then you know,
Not only
good,
that, something
good
that's
on you.
amazing apparently and good. So
Yeah, like I finished it.
it
You should finish it, and then maybe we can talk about it or something.
showcased a lot of awesome, massive talent and stuff in that show. So
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Moving on. Better Call Saul is gonna be ending with season 6 at AMC. So next year in 2021, they'll have a 13 episode, 6th and final season. For the Breaking Bad prequel, set to premiere February 23rd.
I never finished my Breaking Bad. I just got busy.
Oh, dude, Breaking Bad is amazing.
I need to go back to it.
It's such a good show. Like even like look watching it again, I'm like, wow, it's so good.
But I do see why Better Call Saul or Saul Goodman got his own show. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
because those first few episodes he's in, like this some bitch got charisma.
Yeah, dude, he is really good. He is really really good.
Yeah, he is.
Bob Odenkirk is the man, dude. He's but yeah. So Better Call Saul's getting the 6th and final season. Which again, it's better to know. It's all about having a plan, dude. Knowing where you're gonna begin and knowing where you're gonna end. More importantly, is where you're gonna end is the most important thing, right?
I feel like there's some Star Wars leaking in there.
There is. There absolutely is. 100%. Which is why I emphasize knowing where you're gonna end. God, because again, there's some Star Wars news that we'll talking about in the movie news.
All right.
But anyway, moving on. I don't want to always get on that, but dude,
Uh,
it honestly depresses me. But anyway,
it's still a fresh wound. We understand.
yeah. The World According to Jeff Goldblum got renewed on Disney Plus.
I still haven't watched a single episode of that,
I
man.
have such a fun time with this show, dude. I've been watching every episode. It's on like every Friday, and it's such a fun show, man. It's just Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum, dude.
I need to check it out.
And it's fun stuff, dude. It's really really a fun show. So yeah, check
Cool.
that out if you have Disney Plus and you haven't seen it. It's funny. Um, but yeah, and before we're done with movie news, do you kind of want to do like a quick little thing on The Witcher, since I know you wanted to do that last week.
Uh,
Like just talk about a little bit, like how you felt about it and all that stuff.
You watched it all, right?
I did, yeah.
I'm gonna try not to be. Um,
Not
yeah,
to be spoilery.
I'm gonna try not to be spoilery, just in case anybody.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
this,
Okay.
cause
Okay.
this is just like a quick off top. Like if we were gonna do like a deep dive into spoilers, I would. But yeah. Um,
Okay.
I love it. I was skeptical of it when I first heard about it and saw some of the very first behind the scenes like photos of armors and shit.
Yeah, especially the Nilfgaard one. I was like,
But yeah,
eh.
I won't lie. I was skeptical of Henry Cavill at first. God,
Oh, dude.
I was so wrong. I
I
was
always figured
so
he was gonna
wrong.
be good. The only thing I was skeptical of was his wig that they gave him at the beginning.
Yeah, but it looks fine in the show.
But
I
I always figured he was gonna be a killer Geralt because he loves the books and the games.
I was so wrong. I'm so glad I was wrong. Like, man, he's great. He's the best part
He
of that show.
he. I was just gonna say he is the best part of that show
Yeah, yeah,
by far. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, one hundred
Um,
percent, dude.
there are things that they can do better. Obviously, but it's their first season.
Yeah,
Um,
and I think the
CG,
showrunners
the
said,
monsters looked great. Yeah,
yeah, they did. Yeah,
huh,
they did. I was gonna say, I think the showrunner said she had like 5 seasons in mind or something. So that's cool.
I could see it.
Again, knowing where you're gonna end. I hate to bring it up every time, but it's true, man.
It's true.
Have a plan.
The first time I heard Cavill talk with the Geralt voice, I was like, oh, you beautiful man, you.
I just want him to say smells of lilac and gooseberries or whatever the fuck.
Gooseberries, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, all his little one-liners, his fucks, his many fucks he says throughout the show. It's so good. He is that character to me now. I know
Yeah,
everybody's like he's
great.
Superman. No, he's fucking Geralt, man, to me forever now, probably.
He's both. He's both Superman and Geralt to me now.
Long story short, it's good. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's a good time. I binged it all. I might watch it again actually.
Absolutely. I sure yeah, I kind of feel that way too.
Um,
It's
if we ever get
yeah,
into a spoilery deep dive, we might go into it some more. But
for me, Geralt is or Henry Cavill as Geralt is the best thing in the show by far. Like
absolutely. And all the promote,
he is the
yeah.
show.
I meant to say all the promotions and stuff he did, and the interviews and all the stuff he did after the show came out. Well,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much. It's so good.
he's been great. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love him. I love him. I want a beer with him. I would love to kick it with him and play video games with him. Not even
And
because
then
he's
just
like famous or anything, just because he's a fucking
just because he's a
badass.
cool dude, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like he's one of me.
Yeah.
He's one of me.
Yeah, I mean
Uh,
yeah,
one of us.
for sure, man.
Uh,
What was I gonna say? Dude, that song is everywhere.
oh
You know,
yeah.
there's been like parodies of that song,
I when
Jazz.
I when I first heard the song, I didn't think I wasn't paying much attention. I was like, oh, this is a little catchy tune. Then I went on Twitter and everybody's losing their fucking minds
It's
over it.
it's everywhere, dude. It was like Baby Yoda. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about that fucking song.
And how crazy is it? We had Mandalorian happening and then Witcher happening at like the same time almost.
Almost, yeah. I
Uh,
think around the same time, right? I
yeah.
don't know. I forget.
There was a lot of good TV there for a
I
minute.
I feel like Mandalorian was forever ago now, even though it just happened a few months ago.
I
You know,
know. I know.
it's wild, dude. But I'm looking forward to season 2 of that. Season 2 of The Witcher, especially where it ends, no spoilers, is interesting. And yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, we're not going too deep into it. I like it. Josh likes it. It's a good show. Check it out. Netflix.
Fucking watch it.
Henry Cavill is the man.
He is.
Which, by the way, speaking of Henry Cavill, there's an underrated movie that he's in, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. If you haven't seen it, it's a spy movie. Check it
I
out.
keep meaning to see it too.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It has Army Hammer in it, Alicia Vikander, Henry Cavill. It's a fun spy movie,
And I
dude.
love spy movies is the thing, so I need to get some.
I love that movie, man. I have to rewatch it again because I really like that. And like Henry Cavill was rumored for like James Bond a while back. If you watch The Man from U.N.C.L.E., dude, don't tell me you can't see him as James Bond. But anyway, just wanted to bring that up because Henry Cavill's the man, and he's awesome. And Witcher's awesome. He's awesome. But yeah, I'm ready to move on to movie news if you are.
Go ahead, man.
All right. So remember how I mentioned that there was some. Well, you know what? Hold on. We'll wait on that.
All right.
We'll do that one after this. So, uh, Bad Boys 4 is in the works. So Bad Boys 3 just came out like yesterday, at the time of this recording. But Bad Boys 4 is already in the works.
Did
Uh,
have they said if this the last if three is three any good? Have they said any? Have you seen any reviews?
it's
Or anything?
it's it's been getting some, yeah, people, I've heard good things about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've heard good
I
things about
just
it.
I hadn't looked, so I was curious.
Yeah, from what I've heard and seen, there's been good things about it. It's
I like those movies. I like the Bad Boy movies. They're
it's got
fun.
a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, they're part 4 is in the works. And yeah, um, so if you're into the Bad Boys movies, and you know you saw 3 and you're like, man, I wish they'd do another one. Fucking four is in the works. Uh, this writer called Chris Bremer is gonna be who worked on Bad Boys for Life, is also gonna be doing this one, and he's also working on National Treasure 3. So this guy's gonna be busy. But yeah, Bad Boys 4 in the works. And the other thing that I was gonna get onto, which I was like, we'll wait on that.
Yeah.
Uh, so remember how we mentioned that David Fincher was gonna be busy doing all kinds of stuff. Another director that's in the highly in demand right now, Taika Waititi.
Absolutely.
Uh, Now it was reported several days ago that Taika Waititi's being courted for a Star Wars movie.
I hope they give it. I hope he gets one. I hope he takes it.
Now we don't know what this is going to be, because I feel like Lucasfilm is working on like a million different
It's
things.
so true.
There's rumored to be the Old Republic, the High Republic, uh, fucking like just a bunch of different things in Star Wars that they're working on. Right? We obviously know they're doing the Kenobi show, the Cassian show, which, by the way, it was rumored that the Kenobi show was going to be canceled. It's not. So cut it out.
I didn't even see those rumors until it was already like, this is bullshit. Where are you guys getting
Yeah,
this info from?
they wouldn't go up on stage at E3 if they're gonna, or E3 at Disney Plus D23. Jesus.
Why? It makes no sense for them to cancel it. Like
Yeah,
you
no,
just
no.
had a massive hit with Mandalorian. Like,
Unless something catastrophic happens
yeah.
behind the scenes, they're not canceling that show. Come on. But anyway, yeah, Taika Waititi's being courted for Star Wars movie. We don't know what it's gonna be, what it's about, what he's gonna do, if he's even going to be a part of it. But they're trying to get him to do it. Which, Taika Waititi, for those of you who don't know, he is a character in Star Wars. He has directed an episode of Star Wars already.
Mm-hmm.
He is IG-11 in The Mandalorian, and he directed the season finale of The Mandalorian. So he's not like he's going to be doing Star Wars for the first time, because he's been in it already. They have a relationship with him already. So, and he's Taika Waititi, again, very coveted director right now. He just did well, not just did, but he did Jojo Rabbit more recently, which is, I hear, is a good movie. I haven't seen it myself. Want to check it out. Thor Ragnarok in the MCU, for people who know about that. He's
If he has
he's
time, man, and wants to do it, oh God, I hope he does it, cause
for sure, man,
I
for
want him
sure.
to.
He's a busy dude. He's also like still involved with the Akira project at Warner Brothers. He's a busy guy, man. So I'd say if they can get him, and if he wants to do this, let him have it, because I have nothing but good things to say about this guy.
Life is Taika Waititi.
Faux show. Uh, there was a Black Widow special look that we got. Speaking of Taika Waititi and Marvel, now we're moving on to Black Widow.
I did not see this. Is this what
There
you linked?
was
Sorry, I looked away.
yeah. There's
Okay,
it's like a 1 minute 30 special look. It's kind of like another like mini
a
trailer.
little mini trailer. Oh, yeah, I got it up.
Yeah, it's like another trailer. It shows off a little bit more of certain scenes, and you get to see some of the other Black Widows and whatnot. You get to see a little bit more Taskmaster. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this movie.
Me too.
Uh, this is something that, spoiler, is on my list for movies
Yeah,
of
I
this year.
mean, yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
relatively soon this year, so we're definitely gonna check it
yeah,
out.
we're gonna be talking about it here very very.
God, I
Uh,
love her in that fucking all white suit.
dude, the white one, yeah, that's like straight out of like the comics, dude. It looks very clean, very very clean.
I'm pretty hyped for this.
Absolutely. And then David Harbour as like the Russian Captain America, basically. That's cool, man. I dig it. It's great.
I'm not saying much because I'm watching it and I'm like, I don't want to fucking watch this. Taskmaster looks dope.
Yeah, yeah. His design is a little interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. Like they're obviously
I'm I'm
modernizing
I'm
it.
I'm kind of used to the classic look. Yeah.
Same. I'm used to like the hood and the whole yeah. Anyway, yeah.
God, that logo's so dope. Oh, the logo's
Yeah.
so dope. All
And you
right.
get to see him like the whole Taskmaster thing of him copying like the moves or whatever at the end there with with Natasha where they're like facing each other. Anyway, um,
It looks great.
yeah, it looks good. And then the last piece of movie news that I have here, which I don't have a whole lot this week, but the last thing I have was the Colin Trevorrow script for episode 9 leaked. Uh, and I think that at this point there was rumors where people were like, "Oh, is this actually true or whatever?" I think it is actually true because it's been backed up by a lot of people that this
Hmm.
is actually a real script. And I'm not gonna go through the entire thing, obviously, because people do like 2-hour videos on the whole thing and
Yeah,
all that
some deep
stuff, and
dives.
We're not gonna do all that. But I'll bring
When
up.
we do our big Star Wars like breakdown,
Oh yeah,
we'll definitely bring it up
we'll get
probably.
into more of that. But the Colin Trevorrow script was gonna be called Star Wars Episode 9: Duel of the Fates. First of all, how do you feel about that title instead of The Rise of Skywalker?
I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not crazy over it. I'll be honest. I'm not crazy over it.
DOTF.
Cause for me, I don't know.
TROS DOTF. The Skywalker
I don't know how I feel.
Duel of the Fates. I kind of like it, but then part of me is like, I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know either.
I think I lean towards liking it more than not, but yeah, I get you. It is a little iffy.
I don't know how to explain it. It makes me think of the prequels, I guess, which I don't hate the prequels or anything, but it's like I want this to be its own deal.
Yeah, well, this script was going to include a lot of prequel things and a lot of things from all the other movies. Like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like I don't have anything in front of me. I'm not looking at anything. I'm just like going off the top of my head about what I remember from the script. Uh, Coruscant was gonna be in the movie. They were gonna have Hux be the Chancellor instead of the stupid spy that they did, in the actual movie.
Hey, at least he
So
would have had something to do.
he was gonna be Chancellor Hux. Uh, Kylo was supposed to go to Vader's castle on Mustafar. Uh, and he was supposed to find a holocron of Palpatine and talking to Vader or whatever, and like it was gonna lead him to Palpatine's master, which was obviously we know as Darth Plagueis, but in this movie he had a different name. And then like we had Rose had a bigger part in the movie. She was on a spy mission with BB-8, and then Rey had a double bladed blue lightsaber, and she wore like a Tusken Raider disguise. It was crazy, dude. Like there's like a bunch of details here and there that make you think like what a different movie this would have been. And then we still get Lando. Leia was obviously going to be a bigger part because this script was written before she died.
Yeah.
So like she was going to be a bigger part of the movie. So we got more of her. Luke was going to be, how at the end of episode 8 he's like, "See you around, kid," to Kylo.
Yeah.
He was literally going to be haunting Kylo in this movie. He was going to be like as a ghost talking to him, and it would have been crazy, man. So there's things here and there like that. Palpatine obviously was not involved in this movie, like at all. Like he was just the only reference of him or mention of him that we get in this movie is that he is in the holocron that Kylo finds. So
Yeah.
things like that. Um,
I did look through this actually.
there's like little differences here and there that and obviously certain things from this script did make it out in the actual episode 9. Like there are things that did make it, which is why Colin Trevorrow gets story by credit in the movie, you know. But yeah, like Mortis, the Mortis from Clone Wars was supposed to be in this movie.
That would have been cool.
That would have been crazy. And then of course Coruscant again. I would have loved to have seen Coruscant again. Chewie was supposed to pilot an X-wing or something.
That one, I was like, how's he fit? Is it
I
big enough for him? He's
I don't- I
huge.
was thinking that too, but who knows? Anyway, but yeah,
There's parts of the script I liked and parts I didn't. It's
yeah, that's how I feel about it as well. That's how I feel about it
which
as well.
is like the movie, I guess. Like, there's always gonna be parts you like and parts you don't.
And then in this version of the movie, the Knights of Ren were supposed to have names and force abilities, and they were supposed to talk and like not just be
A boy band.
a boy band on the cliff. You know,
I can't get over that shot. Sorry, I can't get over that
it's
shot. It's so
no,
bad.
I get you. Yeah. It's But
Sorry,
anyway,
guys.
yeah. So I just wanted to go over it really quickly. There's things here and there that I would have liked more, and things that I would have liked less. It just yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah.
Again, well, like Josh said, we'll eventually when we do the whole like deep dive on this whole trilogy, we'll get into it and we'll talk
That'll
about
be
it.
a big podcast.
Yeah, it will be because I have so many thoughts on that. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, go check it out if you're interested in that.
It's out there on the interwebs. It's not hard to
It
find.
is, it is, it is. You just basically gotta look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all. Yeah, we can head on to the main topic if you.
Do you want to move on or do you want to take a break? How you feeling? I'm
Yeah,
feeling okay.
uh,
So if we want to keep rolling, we can. But if you need a minute, we can do that too.
I'm good to keep going.
Well, let's keep rolling. Let's roll into it then.
We're just gonna go into it. We are now in the part of the main topic, which, if you're watching this title of this video, then you know what it is. It's the 2020 movie preview, which we mentioned at the beginning of the podcast. Basically, we're going to be going through all the movies this year, month by month, and then we're going to talk about the ones that we're either uh, very much so looking forward to, excited, at the very least, even intrigued.
Well, we'll probably watch a few trailers too if there's some we haven't seen on here yet.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go through them, and then we'll say what we'll see what's here. We're going to find out what 2020 has to offer us, movie wise.
Hopefully, some good shit.
And with that, we can start off with January, which is the current month that we're in. And to me, well, all right, you know what? Let's just start off from the beginning. So January 3rd, we had The Grudge. Which I obviously at the time that we're doing this, the movie's already out, and I don't think it was doing too well.
No.
So
I'm looking at its Rotten Tomatoes right now. It looks like it's
I
bad.
yeah, I didn't hear any good things about it. So,
But you see who's in it? Fucking Betty Gilpin's in it. Fucking chick from Glow.
which yeah, I like me some Betty Gilpin. She's
I like
cool.
John Cho too.
Um. So The Grudge, I'm not really looking for. I don't really care for it.
I'm
Like,
more curious as to why they made another one, but
I don't know, because yeah, I feel like The Grudge came out like
ever.
not that long ago, but like
I wasn't a big fan of it when it came out.
2004 is not that long ago, Like it's like if you want to think about it
I mean, to
technically.
me it is.
Well, I mean, kind of, but like it's like not like
in terms
super,
of movies, it's not.
Yeah, in terms of movies, it's not that long ago for them to make it, but whatever. Anyway, they made a remake and
it's bombing apparently.
it's not performing very well, which I'm not surprised about in the slightest. But anyway.
I mean, it's a scary movie in January.
January 10th, The Informer, Like a Boss, and Underwater. I'm not. None of these. None of these do anything for me, honestly. Yeah, I don't have any of these on my list at all. I'll be honest. I only have one movie this month on my list.
Really? I have Bad Boys on here.
Yeah, that's the one that I have on my list.
Oh, okay.
the one movie I have on my list is Bad Boys for Life, which came out yesterday, and at the time of this recording.
And according to Rotten
And as
Tomatoes, it's good.
yeah, as 75%, and as we mentioned earlier, they're already working on number 4. So yeah, I mean, that's literally the only movie in January of this year that I'm like even slightly interested.
Yeah,
There's the Doolittle movie with Robert Downey Jr. that I hear is just the
I
worst.
hear it's garbage. Yeah.
And it's
No offense to Mr. Downey, but he could do whatever
yeah,
he can do whatever he wants now. It's dumb bitch set for life. So
he can, but then you're like, you're doing Doolittle, what?
the big thing
Uh,
though is when you look at the cast though, it's like fucking. You got Robert Downey Jr. You got Michael Sheen. You got Antonio Banderas. You got Tom Holland's in it. Selena Gomez. Fucking John Cena's in this movie.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
the cast is solid, but like, what the hell is this movie? Anyway, so instead of just going through every movie or every month, movie by movie, I'm just gonna write down. I'm just gonna go through my list, and then if you have anything that I don't have on there, you can bring it up as well.
yeah, all right. So what month are you're still doing January? You got anything else for January?
January, I only have Bad Boys for Life, which came out
Uh,
yesterday. The Gentleman is kind of like maybe something, but I don't. I don't know.
I want to check that out just because I like the cast. Well, I don't like Hugh Grant. Hugh
The
Grant, if you're
cast is
watching this, I don't like you. Fuck you. Okay, how about that? So
damn. Okay. I didn't know you. I didn't know you felt that way. So yeah, The Gentleman maybe, but other than that, like January historically is not a great month for movies.
nah, not
Like
really.
it's just not. And
Nah,
then
I don't have anything else. So.
this Gretel and Hansel thing, I don't care for either. So that's it.
Look, I had my version of that movie. It had Jeremy Renner in it, and they were adults and they were witch killers. So
The
that
only
movie was dope.
the only thing in January that I'm slightly intrigued in is Bad Boys for Life. I'll check it out at some point. And that came out yesterday again at the time of this recording, so I'll check it out at some point.
All right.
February, I February 7th is the first one for me. It's Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. First of all, that is a ridiculous ass title.
Yeah,
Uh
I don't
every,
know.
everybody's just gonna call it Birds of Prey. Uh and I'm not like super excited for this movie, but I will always, well, not always, because I never saw Green Lantern, but I'm for the most part I'm gonna check out most DC stuff. I'm a huge DC guy, so I'm for the most part I'm gonna check out most of their stuff.
Yeah.
And this is connected in one way or another to Suicide Squad. I heard that this movie isn't really gonna connect to like the whole like everything all a whole lot, but like you still have Harley from Suicide Squad in this, and then the trailer we get to see that she's no longer with Jared Leto's Joker. Um, and I mean, I'm gonna check it out. To me, this is probably gonna be one of those popcorn movies, where
Yeah.
you just you just turn your brain off, have a good
Well,
time.
I want to see Ewan McGregor as Black Mask. So
Oh yeah,
it's the
definitely. You
first
McGregor's
time
back.
I think it's like the first time we've ever seen Black Mask in a movie.
I I
That's
do
live
very
action.
much
So
I do very much like Margot Robbie as I
yeah.
think she's amazing as her. She was one of the best things. Her and Will Smith were like the two best things in Suicide Squad. So I have no doubt she's gonna kill it again based off the trailer. She looks good. I don't know how I feel about the other rest of the cast, but we'll see. It's just the trailers. I haven't seen the movie yet. We'll check it out. I'm still looking. Well, I don't know if looking forward to is the right word, but it's not. But I'm intrigued. It's DC, so I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Okay, February 14th. Uh, Sonic the Hedgehog. This is something that obviously they've been,
Working on.
they've been working on.
You know what?
Uh,
I'm gonna give this a damn chance now because they went back and they changed him. So
exactly. So everybody who was crying on Twitter and everywhere for them to change the look of Sonic, you better go watch this movie in the theater, man.
yeah, they listen to you. So go give them some
Yeah,
money.
they listen to you, so you better
Even if it's
show them some
garbage,
support, man.
show a little support for those poor people
Check
that
it out. Check it out at least once. See if you like it or not. But
I imagine they worked their ass off. Really, I mean, like I imagine there was probably the equivalent of a video game crunch, really, to get that shit fixed. So
yeah,
go
so
go show some respect.
again, I'm gonna be in. It's Sonic movie. I'll check it out. I'm not expecting great things from it, but I'm
Uh,
gonna check it out.
I'm not crazy over video games.
Uh, yeah, you know,
Oh, yeah, okay.
was something that we
No,
missed maybe or no?
I moved down to the next movie, and I was like, I'm kind of interested in this.
Okay, the another movie in February for me is The Invisible Man,
Oh yeah,
which is has
I watched the trailer for this. This looks cool.
Elizabeth Moss, um, and yeah, it does look intriguing. It does look interesting. It's a horror sci-fi thriller. Um, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say other than uh there's like a few horror movies every year that I'll check that out. Like I used to be a lot more into horror back in the day, but nowadays I'm just like unless I hear like great things about it or I know I'll kind of want to check it out, then I'll just wait. But this seems like one that I could potentially check out.
There's
We'll
actually
see.
two. There's two horror movies in February.
We'll see. We'll see. What's the
Fantasy.
other one?
I got Fantasy Island, man. It's February 14th as well.
Oh, right. Fantasy
Which they're
Island.
taking the popular TV drama series and they're turning it
Yeah,
on its head and turning it into a horror
it's a
movie.
horror movie. Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested in it. It's got Michael Pena in it and Michael Rooker's in it. So
Oh,
I'm interested in
okay.
it. I don't know if it'll do great, but I'm definitely.
Yeah, we'll see. This comes out on the 14th. Oh, great! Valentine's Day.
Yeah, nothing
Go
like
check
a
it
horror.
out.
Take your date to see a scary movie.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can take her to Sonic afterward.
Or right after to heal those
Because they're the
scars.
same day. Yeah. Anyway. But I think that's pretty much it for me for February. I don't know if you have
Yeah,
anything else
yeah,
there.
yeah. It is for me too.
Yeah. Moving on to March, I have Onward, the new Pixar movie, on the 6th.
I'm interested in this.
This looks like D&D, like a modern D&D type thing,
Yeah,
because it's got like it's a suburban fantasy world. Two teenage elf brothers embark on a quest to discover if there is magic still out there. So you have Tom Holland and Chris Pratt as the two brothers,
just like Jesus, print money, please.
and then you got Julia Louis Dreyfus as the mother. Octavia Spencer's in this. John Ratzenberger's in this. There's a whole bunch of people. Uh,
That's March
it-
6th.
March 6th, yeah.
Yeah,
So from the trailers, it looks very interesting. Pixar can almost do no wrong, dude. Like I enjoy almost all their movies. There's only a few of them where I'm like, but for the most part, Pixar is just they kill it, man. So I have no doubt that this one will lean more towards the good side than not. But anyway,
what you got next, man,
um,
man? Unless you got anything else
in
on that.
in March, have you heard anything about Bloodshot?
I think I watched the very first trailer for it.
It's the Vin Diesel movie. I don't know if I want to watch this, but I wrote it down on my list just because it's like a maybe, you know.
It's a maybe for me, but you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of that. I don't. Have you ever seen Darkman? Like the old school
Uh,
Darkman. It's like what? It's fucking old at this point. Darkman.
1990. The
Yeah,
one with Liam Neeson, right?
damn right. And it had like a bunch of sequels.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me think of that.
Hmm.
And the premise is cool. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
comic. It's a comic movie technically.
Hmm. Yeah.
Super soldier powered by nanomachines. I'll probably check this out just cause I like a good action Vin Diesel movie.
Yeah. We'll see. For me, it's a maybe. I'll have to wait to see more
Probably one
about
of
it.
those popcorn movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one for sure.
I'll sit here
100%.
and eat popcorn and watch Vin Diesel kill some motherfuckers. Good time.
Yeah. Uh, the next one for me is A Quiet Place 2, also in
I
March,
still
March
haven't
20th.
seen the first one.
I really like the first one, and I hope that they can kind of catch the same vibes and same thing they were going for in that first one and here in the second one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one for sure.
Yeah.
I really like the first one. It was directed by John Krasinski. He was the main character along with his real life wife, Emily Blunt. and they had like a bunch of kids, and they even hired like a real deaf actress to play the deaf character, and
Yeah.
it was just cool. It's a cool movie, man. It was again
I need to
one
check
of
it
those
out.
like one of those more recent horror thriller movies that I really enjoyed. So yeah, you should definitely check out the first one, and then yeah, see if you like it, and then to watch the second one. But yeah, that one I'm looking forward to in March. The one that I'm looking forward to the most this month by far is on the 27th,
Hmm.
and that is Mulan. Uh, I This movie more so than any of the other live action Disney movies. I recently just watched the Aladdin, the new
Yeah.
one, because it was on Disney Plus, and I don't know how I don't know. It was fine. I'll leave it at that. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was a fine movie. Like yeah, it's fine. But I feel like this new Mulan is gonna be so good, dude. Like it's they're doing the thing where they're not like copying exactly the same movie. They're like doing it more based off like the actual like the legend of Mulan.
Yeah.
Like Mushu is not a thing in this because there obviously there's no dragons live, so they can't have a dragon. Anyway, um, yeah, the trailers look so good, dude. Like, dude, the music in the trailer had me like, ugh, that's so good, dude. And then the just I'm like at a loss for words because I'm looking forward to this so much. It's exciting, man. Like this looks like it could be like potentially the best of the live action remakes for the Disney movies.
Yeah. We'll see.
I like the actress they got from Mulan looks good as Mulan. They got Donnie Yen in this, Jet Li. The cast is great. So I'm very very much so looking forward to this because Mulan is one of my favorite like animated Disney movies. So I'm super super looking forward to this one. Live
I'm
action one.
interested in it. I'm probably not as excited as you are for it. I'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I'm looking for it. I don't know if you have anything else in
No, I don't, man.
March.
That Mulan was last on my list too.
Okay, so April. The New Mutants. We'll start off with that. Again, I'm not like super looking forward to this, but I have it on here because I'll at least check it out eventually.
I'm
You know,
mostly just curious about it at this point. I probably won't go see it at the
it's
theaters, but
it's a action horror sci-fi movie. It's we're kind of getting into that age of like comic book movies finally exploring the horror genre.
yeah,
And this is going to be one of the first ones, The New Mutants, which this movie obviously was filmed years ago.
it really was.
Uh, they've been talking about it forever. It's barely coming out this year. It was supposed to come out like a couple years ago. Uh, yeah, I mean, again, it's not connected to anything. It was supposed to be, connected to the Fox X-Men stuff before, Disney purchased them and all that stuff. So, and Disney's like, well, we have a movie, so we might as well put it out. We'll see what happens with it. And yeah, it's just, 5 young mutants, and you're gonna like a test facility somewhere, and they're it's a horror movie, so we'll see how it is. I'm
Yeah,
not much to say about it other than I will check it out at some point. I'm not sure when, because I'm not like
I'm just gonna wait for it to come out before I see it.
I'm not at the point where it's like, oh, I can't wait to watch it, but it's
No, no, it ain't
like
nothing like I'm just
it's
I
like
gotta go see this right now. Oh my god,
yeah,
no,
no, no, no,
no, it's
for
not
sure.
like that at all.
It's like I'll watch it, when eventually. I'll
Yeah,
watch it eventually. Um, yeah. So that's what I got for April. I only have one other movie in April, but I only have one more.
I'm
Uh,
curious if it is one I have.
the one that I have is No Time to
Okay,
Die.
yeah, that's what I
It's
got.
the James Bond movie. So yeah, it comes out on April 8th. 10th or whatever. One of those days.
Not a whole lot to say. It's James Bond, yo. Daniel,
James Bond.
it's his
Uh,
last outing as James Bond, right?
it's his last James Bond movie. They recently announced that Billie Eilish or the she's gonna be doing one of the theme, I think, or something for this movie.
Mm-mm.
And Hans Zimmer, we talked about last week, is gonna be doing the score for it.
Here,
It
Hans
will
Zimmer.
it will be Daniel Craig's last James Bond. Rami Malek is gonna be the bad guy in this one.
Love Rami Malek. Having a great career.
And yeah, I'm intrigued. I still have to watch Spectre before I watch this one
I
because
still have to watch Spectre too.
I have not seen Spectre yet, but I have to watch it before I watch this new James Bond.
Do you have a favorite James Bond? Out of
Do
curiosity.
I have a favorite? I don't know.
Like just off the top of your head. Yeah.
I remember. I don't know. I like Skyfall a lot. I think Skyfall's pretty good. From like the newer ones, I remember liking the Pierce Brosnan ones, like
Oh my
GoldenEye and
God,
stuff. Like
GoldenEye's so good.
those are the ones that I really remember.
They're all on Netflix right now, by the way. All the Pierce Bronson ones, if you want to watch them.
Oh, that's awesome! I didn't know that.
I watched GoldenEye the other day. It was on.
Yeah, like GoldenEye. I remember that one. Yeah, the like when I think of 007, I still think of Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of the older cool ones too, like
I would say he's probably my favorite Bond, but my favorite movie is From Russia with
movie.
Love. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I really love that one in particular. I don't know why.
Nice.
From Russia with Love is my favorite.
That's cool.
But definitely my favorite Bond is Pierce Brosnan.
Cool. Yeah, so I have to watch Spectre before I watch this one because I know they have a character from Spectre in this movie.
Yeah.
Which is played by Christoph Waltz. He's coming back for this one. So I got to see what that is all about. But yeah. And I know that they also have Lashana Lynch as like another agent or whatever in this one. But yeah, that's the other one I'm looking forward to, or I guess that I have on my list for April. Moving on to May. And we're starting off the month with a good one, Black Widow.
Can't wait. I will go see this in theaters. I'll tell you that right now. I'll go watch it.
May 1st, Black Widow. Yeah, very exciting. We just saw like a special look / mini trailer earlier. Looks good. I've always liked Scarlo as or Scarjo rather as Natasha Romanoff. Ever since I saw her in Iron Man 2, I was like, God damn. But anyway, she's always been good as this character. We're gonna be getting more of her family in this movie. More of the Black Widows. We're gonna be getting the Red Guardian. We're gonna be getting the Taskmaster. And I'm excited to have a movie in this new phase because I believe this is gonna be phase 4?
I think it's 4
in the MCU. I forget because there's so many movies now, but
I believe it's 4.
Phase 4 in the MCU.
If I'm wrong, you can crucify me.
Yeah, I believe Far From Home ended Phase 3, which is weird because you'd think that like Endgame would end Phase 3, but I think it was Far From Home that ended. I don't know. Anyway,
it's kind of like that epilogue, I guess.
Yeah, we're that's kind of true. We're in Phase 4 now, post Endgame, but this is gonna take place before Endgame.
Yep, it's a prequel.
Because Natasha, spoiler alert for Endgame. If you haven't seen it, too bad. I mean, it's been out for a while now.
You haven't seen it yet? Get the fuck out. What are you doing? Fuck you. If you haven't seen it yet, you don't deserve to watch this show. Hey, get the fuck out of here.
Spoiler alert, in this movie, Natasha's still alive. So, this is before Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it'll be interesting to see. I still don't know if, like, really when it's supposed to take place. I'm sure they've said it somewhere. But, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I love the MCU movies. The cast is great. They got Rachel Weisz, David Harbour. William Hurt is coming back as Thaddeus Ross. You got Florence Pugh, who has been having a hell of a year, man. She's like in the wrestling movie. What was it? Fighting with My Family or something? Is that what it's called, Josh?
Yeah. I believe.
She's in that. She's in the Midsommar, which I haven't seen yet either. She's in a bunch of movies that I haven't seen, but I've heard a lot about her.
I need to see that Fighting with Family. I haven't watched it yet.
So yeah, she's she's been having a good year. So but I'm looking forward to this movie. It's gonna be awesome.
Rising Star.
The logo looks good. The white outfit looks good.
It just looks
Taskmaster
good.
seems like it's gonna be translated well. And yeah, it looks, it's an MCU movie. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Then what else? Surprisingly, there's not a whole lot that I personally care for in
You
this.
don't want to see Legally Blonde 3?
I
No, I'm
mean,
kidding.
you're right. How could I forget Legally Blonde 3 when it's how dude, it's funny you bring that up. When did the second one come?
I don't know.
I feel like
15
it's
years.
been
It was
ages,
15
right?
years ago, apparently. 15 years ago
'Cause,
since Legally Blonde
like
2.
the first one, 2001, the second one 2003, and now 17 years later,
Yeah,
Legally Blonde. Is Reese Witherspoon still gonna be in it?
that's what it says.
Anyway, but
I
no,
don't know. My list isn't like my list. It's just a bunch of movies that are coming out at that time.
anyway, I am not looking forward to Legally Blonde 3. I could care less.
There's a fucking what is this?
There's the Scoob movie, the Scooby Doo movie, in May 15th. I don't know if you care about that at all.
No, I'm looking at this Greyhound movie. It's got Tom Hanks in it. Supposedly.
During World War II, a U.S. Navy skipper must lead an Allied convoy. Oh, that sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah, get me in there with some Tom Hanks and some World War II, and yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Greyhound. Okay, all right.
I liked the reason like it didn't jump out to me at first is it doesn't have a trailer or anything or a poster, so it might be one of
Oh
them
man,
kind of small
Elizabeth
movies.
Shue's in this too, dude.
Yep.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Cool, yeah.
I'll check that out.
So, all right, Greyhound. Nice.
Something we didn't even know about, really. I hadn't even heard of it, so.
That sounds good. It's on my radar now. But yeah. So what else we have? So yeah, Scoob, the animated new Scooby Doo movie. I mean,
I don't need him.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you've never wanted to see the origin story of Scooby and Shaggy met? Come on,
I had that. It was called A Pup Named Scooby Doo. Okay, I had that experience already. And this is shitting all over it. Also, apparently, Marky Mark's in this movie. Fuck.
I've never cared about the Fast and the Furious movies, so Fast 9 is coming out, but I don't care.
Jesus Christ, another thing they've milked to death.
Fast 9, May 22nd. I don't care for those movies.
I'm kind of interested in The Woman in the Window, just because it's kind of like that Rear Window remake, and it's a horror movie.
Amy Adams is in this. Gary Oldman's in this.
That's the big thing that hits me, because Julianne Moore is also in it, and Anthony Mackie.
Julianne Moore, Anthony Mackie, Brian Tyree Henry.
I'm mostly interested because of the cast and
Okay.
Oh my god. Do you want to watch SpongeBob? A Sponge on the Run?
How many of those SpongeBob movies are there? I feel like they just came out with one a couple years ago.
I don't know, but this one looks fucking weird. It's got like 3D Spongy.
Oh, that's the one where the Keanu meme is from. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say Clancy Brown's in this. I was like, all right, he's Mr. Krabs, duh.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't now. I stopped watching SpongeBob years. Artemis Fowl is in like another Disney movie that has been like, was supposed to come out like last year, I think. They pushed it back to this year. I don't know a whole lot on Artemis Fowl. I can't really say.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Much. So yeah, it's not on my list, but
not on mine really.
For me, my list moves on to June.
Mine's on June as well.
Where I have one of my most highly anticipated movies of the year.
Oh yeah.
Which is Wonder Woman 1984 coming out on June 5th. I cannot wait for this movie.
Dang.
I cannot wait. First of all, I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. She killed it in the first movie, and she's killing it in this movie with that golden outfit. I'm like, damn. But it looks good. We have Pedro Pascal in this one. We have what's his name? The guy from Star Trek, Chris Pine. Steve Trevor's coming back in this movie. I don't know how he's coming back for this movie, but he's back. Obviously, Kristen Wiig is going to be Cheetah in this. We haven't seen her as Cheetah, but we know we saw her in the trailer.
I hope she looks good as Cheetah.
I don't know. It's gonna be a thing. I wonder how they're gonna do it.
Because I feel like it's tricky to do.
Are they gonna have her in a costume, or do you think they're gonna CG it?
How would you do it?
I don't know, man. It's tricky. I would probably have it be a mix of the two, honestly.
Yeah. I'd probably go as close practical effects as I can,
Yeah,
and
but then at a
then
certain point, I feel like you have to do
you
CG. So.
do. I think so too, because of just how that character.
But that's just how I would do it. I don't know how they're doing it in the
Yeah,
movie. We haven't seen her at all yet. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Pedro Pascal is Maxwell Lord. Of course, we got Gal Gadot coming back.
Pedro looks like
It's
he's having so much fun in that trailer.
yeah, he does. It looks good, man. I really enjoy the first Wonder Woman. I have no doubt I'm gonna enjoy this one. It looks awesome. Definitely one of my more anticipated movies of the year. For May no June.
Definitely
Yeah.
pretty up there.
Moving yeah. Okay.
Fuck, you know what we should have done?
What?
Well, well, no, I guess we can't. Don't watch a lot during 20 during the years usually. Well, we should go back for next year. At the end of this year, we should be like, here's all the movies we watched this year and how much we liked them.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that
Super
at the end of the year. Fine.
podcast year. We should do the same thing for games as well.
Yeah, for sure. We can do that.
Yeah.
But
I just
moving
thought of
on.
that randomly.
Yeah, for sure. Just like write it down somewhere or something.
Yeah, it's in my notebook.
June 12th, Candyman. This is kind of like a spiritual sequel to the 92 Candyman. It's gonna have Yaha Abdul Mateen II, who was Black Manta and Aquaman, who was that character from Watchmen. That's who that guy is. So I am intrigued.
I've never been big on the Candyman movies.
It's
I don't know. They're weird. They're weird movies.
to me this is one of the ones. To me, this is one of the ones that I'm not like excited for, or I'm not like looking for. I'm intrigued. Like it'll probably be one of the ones that like if people have good things to say about it, I'll check it out. If it doesn't turn out well, I probably won't. But it's on my list just because I'm like at least intrigued. So that's why I have it there. On the 19th, there's the other Pixar movie coming out called Soul. A musician has lost his passion for music, is transported out of his body, and must find his way back with the help of an infant soul learning about herself. So we've seen the trailer to this as well. I believe Jamie Foxx is going to be voicing the main character.
Probably check it out.
And yeah, I mean, again, it's a Pixar movie.
I feel like I haven't watched a movie with Jamie Foxx in a long time.
Well, there was that one movie that just came out with him and Michael B. Jordan. I forgot what it was called, but I think I heard some good about it. Anyway, but yeah, the Pixar movie. I'm always gonna be interested in what they do, so I'll check this out. I'll give it a shot. And yeah, I mean that's all I have to say about it. Again, it's pretty much the same stuff I had to say earlier about the Onward. It's just Pixar. They have a good track record, so I'll keep watching their stuff. And the trailer for this one looked pretty good, so I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
June 26th, Top Gun Maverick. That's the other one.
I'm pretty excited for this. I mean,
it looks good.
And I'll just go ahead and tell you, I am not a Tom Cruise fan nowadays, but I do like Top Gun.
You're like our boy Calvin from Blind Wave, yeah.
It's like I can still watch his movies though and enjoy them, even if I'm not a crazy. I separate him the person from him the character that he's playing. You know what I mean? But I love Top Gun, the original.
So we have Tom Cruise, Jennifer Connelly, Val Kilmer, John Hamm, Mike Teller, Ed Harris, all in this movie. I feel like I have to rewatch the OG Top Gun before I watch this one.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Because it's been a hot minute, yeah. But like the shots from the trailers that we've seen of this, like
it looks dope.
When he's like in the cockpit and he's like, it looks. Those shots look crazy.
And they hit you with the nostalgia with that music going too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so yeah, definitely want to check that out as well. The posters look good, the trailers look good. The movie just, it's something that they've been wanting to do for a while, obviously. First one came out in the 80s and this one coming out this year. So yeah, it's on my list for sure.
Absolutely.
Moving on to July. Uh Free Guy on the 3rd. I want to check this out.
I want to check this out too.
It's Ryan Reynolds playing an NPC in a video game who's like, you know what? I'm more than just an NPC. I'm gonna,
I'm the
I'm
good
gonna,
guy.
yeah, I'm the good guy. So he's it has Jodie Comer in it, which I love. She's from Killing Eve. She was also Rey's mama in The Rise of Skywalker.
I didn't even realize that actually.
She's a great actress, dude. Like just for those of you who have seen Killing Eve, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen, you check it out. She's amazing. Anyway,
Yeah.
I could talk about her all day, but anyway, she's awesome. Uh,
Taika Waititi is
yeah,
also in this movie.
Taika Waititi's in this. This just looks like a fun movie, dude.
Yeah,
Like
it looks
just
fun. Exactly.
yeah, exactly, man.
That's usually what summer movies are. They're just fucking fun.
Yeah, it's just a fun movie. I'm definitely gonna check this out at some point.
Yeah.
It looks like a good old time, you know. So this one comes out July 3rd. The trailers, like I didn't even know this was a thing, dude.
I
Until like
didn't
I
either. I didn't either till the trailer
until
came
people
out.
started talking about it, and I saw the trailer. I was like, oh hey, this looks fun, dude. It's like it's a video game movie, like
Yeah,
not
boy.
based on anything, but it's a video game movie, you know. So hopefully it's good, and yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Definitely, definitely want to see that. The next one that I have here, is Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yes, excited.
Coming out July 10th. So this is exciting because it's going to be following the original two Ghostbusters. Um, just obviously, in the future. It has Paul Rudd in it. Finn Wolfhard. Sigourney Weaver's coming back. Bill Murray's coming back. Dan Aykroyd's coming back. Ernie Hudson. All the original cast is coming back,
Yep.
except for Egon. Yeah. Harold Ramis is no longer with us. But
I'm excited for this. That first trailer got me really goddamn hype. If you haven't seen that trailer for it, go check it out. It's a great trailer.
the thing that got me more hyped in the trailer was that like first teaser thing we saw where like you see the Ecto one leave the barn or whatever.
Yeah.
That was like that looks cool. And the other cool thing is that the son of the original director, Jason Reitman, who is the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the original movie, he's gonna be doing this one. So keeping it in the fam,
This might be the biggest movie of July.
For July, yeah, for sure. Well, maybe, actually, maybe we'll see. Because there are some other movies in July that after this we'll talk about. Yeah, I mean, Ghostbusters Afterlife is what it's called. It definitely has like a Stranger Things vibe to it, especially since one of the kids is Finn Wolfhard's in this as well.
Yeah.
I feel like, dude, if you need a isn't he like in all these like little kid movies? Finn Wolfhard, he's in he's in It.
He's got
He's in Stranger
typecast
Things.
a little bit.
He's in, yeah, he has been typecast, dude. He's like the kid in all these like kid from the 80s shows.
They need to make him like the badass bully of some movie, just so he can break the stereotype.
Yeah, man. Maybe he just has to get older.
Hey man, he's making he's making crazy money. So if you like,
he is. But anyway, so yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife, that's coming out. Moving on to Tenet. The Purge 5, I don't have it on my list just because I haven't seen the other ones. I have to watch the other ones, and then we'll see if I even care about.
I actually don't know shit about this movie though.
Tenet.
Yeah.
It is the new Christopher Nolan movie. An action epic revolving around international espionage, time travel, and evolution. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Robert Pattinson, Elizabeth Debicki, Michael Caine, Kenneth Branagh, John David Washington, who is the son of Denzel Washington, who was also in Black Klansman.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's in this movie.
Wait,
Uh,
was he the one that's in Ballers?
maybe I haven't seen Ballers, but maybe
Ballers
he
is
might.
so.
He's
You
probably
should watch Ballers.
he is okay. He is. I just looked it up. He is.
Yeah, he's good,
Yeah, him.
dude. You should watch
So
Ballers.
he's gonna be in this movie. But yeah, it's the new Christopher Nolan movie.
I'll check this
It
out. The cast
you
alone
know
makes
what
me want to see it.
this reminds me of? It reminds me of his other movie that he came out with 10 years ago called the Boba Server movie. God damn it. Uh shit. Why am I blanking out on this movie? Inception. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
oh.
I get huge Inception vibes out of this movie. Which it was rumored that that those two movies are supposed to be connected
Hmm.
in some way. That Inception and Tenet were supposed to be connected. That's kind of what I heard about.
This movie's gonna end, and then as it closes, it's gonna fucking spin a pan over to a top
Could you
spinning.
imagine it? Could you imagine if they do in this movie what they did with Split and Unbreakable? It's like the whole movie is just Tenet, but then at the end of the movie they have some sort of connection to like Inception, like they did with Split and
Dude,
Unbreakable.
that'd be dope. Actually,
Right? That'd be pretty wild.
I wanna live in your world.
That would be crazy.
Uh,
It's like you think this movie is like its own thing, but then at the end they're like, it's connected to Inception, and then you see Tom Hardy and Cillian Murphy show up, or for some reason.
yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, that's the new Christopher Nolan movie. His movies are always good for the most part, so I'm excited. I'm also excited to see Robert Pattinson in more stuff because I haven't really seen him in a whole lot, especially since he's gonna be our new Batman. I want to see him in more things. I want to check out The Lighthouse, which he was in
Yeah, I want to
with
check out the lighthouse
with our
too.
boy Willem Dafoe.
Yep.
I want to see that.
I want to
You know,
check that out.
I honestly haven't seen Pattinson in a whole lot.
I haven't either.
But I know he's been doing more stuff other than Twilight. After that, he's been like in a lot of smaller indie movies and stuff. I know he's gotten better as an actor from what I hear. So I want to check him out in other things, before Batman. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to Tenet.
I'm looking forward to it now that you said that. So yeah.
Yeah. And then the next one that I have on here is coming out on the 24th, and that is Disney's Jungle Cruise. So this is based off of the ride at Disneyland and Disney. So this has your boy Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Emily Blunt, your boy Meth Damon, Jesse Plemons, Paul Giamatti, and it looks like a fun, fun movie it's like one of those like Pirates of the Caribbean, which is a movie that was just based off a ride that turned out good. I really enjoy the first. Well, actually, I enjoy all the Pirates movies. The
Yeah,
first one in
actually, I
particular
enjoy all of them too.
the first one in particular is really good. But yeah, hopefully this will be like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and yes, somebody in the chat's like the Jungle Cruise reminds me of Jumanji. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Because first of all, The Rock is in both of these movies, so I don't blame you.
I haven't seen the sequel to the new
I haven't either. The Jumanji, no.
See,
I saw
I watched the other Jumanji, not the other Jumanji. I watched the first one
seen
of this series with The Rock.
Yeah, I've seen the first two Jumanjis, but not this third one, the new one that just came out.
And
Yeah.
when I watched it, I was like, man, I don't know. I think this is gonna be bad. I watched that movie. I was so wrong, and I couldn't be more happy to be wrong. I enjoyed that movie.
The second Jumanji, which is the first Rock one, I thought it was going to be terrible too, and I ended up being pleasantly surprised, and I ended up enjoying it. So that was good stuff.
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also.
Yeah. So Jungle Cruise. Yeah, I have this on my radar because it seems like a fun movie.
Sympathies to The Rock, though. He did lose his father.
Yeah. Shout out to Rocky Johnson.
We love you.
His pops.
Rock, and sorry for your loss, man.
Yeah.
All right.
The last one that I have here for July is Morbius, which we just saw the trailer of.
Yeah, we did.
And I'll be honest, before I saw the trailer, I was not looking forward to this as much. But now that I've seen the trailer, I'm a little more excited for this.
To be honest with you, I forgot they were making a Morbius movie till that trailer dropped.
I mean, same because we hadn't heard or seen anything about it. The only thing that I had known was that Jared Leto was going to be, but I don't know who else is going to be. But now
yeah.
we know. But now we know for sure that we're getting Jared Leto, Matt Smith, Michael Keaton, Tyrese, all these people in Morbius. Which I don't know if you noticed, but when we were watching the trailer, there's like Spider-Man graffiti on the wall.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
That looks like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, not like Tom Holland Spider.
Yeah, I'm interested. I think
Yeah,
they may be building to something here.
I honestly am more intrigued in this movie than I was before after the trailer. So I'm looks good. Looks interesting at least. So yeah, I feel like this definitely is more of a Jared Leto role than the Joker. So we'll hoping for good things here.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
anything I'm gonna go and see. I don't want to be garbage. So.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I want
I
everything.
think we say that all the time on this show.
Yeah, we do because most people. It's because here's the thing. Because most people see things and they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be shit," or before they even see anything, they're wanting to hate it. I don't ever want to hate or want things to suck. I always want things to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just how we feel. I think we can head into August now, and
Not a whole lot.
for me, there's only one thing here, and that is Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Man, it's been a
With
while.
yeah, I have to rewatch the Bill and Ted movies
The
too,
Keanu
but
Sans continues.
Keanu Sans continues with Bill and Ted. Yeah. So we're getting these guys like 20 years later or something. When would the last one come?
Ah, shit, son. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't even watched Bill and Ted in a long time.
It might be like more than 20 years at this point. More like 30 probably, no? I don't know. But anyway, I feel like this is gonna be another one of those fun movies that, gonna be quite something.
Yeah, it's gonna make
Uh
$1 billion just cause.
can't go wrong with Keanu.
Exactly.
And yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say on it other than it's because I haven't seen these movies, that's why I don't have a whole lot to say. But I put it on my list because I'll check it out at some point. Yeah, but other than that, August is kind of a weak month.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot going on in August, which again is kind of historically accurate. There's not a whole lot going on in August normally anyway, because it's after like the summer
Yeah.
movies and whatnot.
Yeah, there's no reason to put anything in August.
Moving on to September, I didn't put this movie on my list, but because I don't know, man. Monster Hunter, September 4th.
I have no idea how to feel about this movie.
I just Mila Jovovich is in this. She was obviously from the Resident Evil movies.
She's in anything with Paul Anderson directing.
She is. Which, by the way, he is directing this movie.
Yeah.
Paul W. Anderson is directing it. I just don't know, dude. Like,
it's got Tony Jaa in it though, and that's what makes me like, I kind of want to see this.
Yeah, but T.I.'s in it, Ron Perlman's in it, Megan Good's in it. That's all. It's like, I don't know.
I think they haven't even shown a trailer for this, have they?
They haven't. Yeah, they haven't. I don't. Not that I know of. I don't see any trailer. But anyway, I've only seen like pictures and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have high hopes for this.
I don't. No, probably not.
I don't have high hopes for that.
But it might be a cool action movie, maybe for some popcorn. Might be fun.
Maybe. I mean, we'll see, right?
I just hope. I didn't never want anything to be.
Another thing that people might be looking forward to this month is The Conjuring 3.
Jesus.
It's not on my list, but I know there's people out there who maybe are like, you didn't mention that movie. I'll bring it up. Conjuring 3.
The devil
again,
made me do it.
Yeah, that's literally the title. The devil made me do it.
That sounds. I'm sorry. That title's weak.
It's a corny title, but that's horror movies. I guess are kind of corny in certain aspects, for the most part. But yeah, I mean it's not on my list, but I figured I'd bring it up. The one that is on my list in September, though, I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's called The King's Man, September 18th. It's a prequel to the Kingsman movies. Matthew Vaughn is still on this one as well. Gemma Arterton is in it. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Ralph Fiennes, Stanley Tucci, Charles Dance, Daniel Bruhl, Robert Aramayo, who we mentioned earlier in the Lord of the Rings show. Jaimon Hanzu, a bunch of people, man. The trailers look fantastic. I love the Kingsman movies, especially the first one. I think is really good. And I actually have high hopes for this. I don't want to get I don't want to get overly hyped, but I don't think this one's gonna let me down. I think it's gonna be good. I think it
Yeah.
will be good.
Oh, I'm open.
Yeah, and it looks like they're gonna have Rasputin as the villain, so that'll be something.
I like Rasputin as a bad guy, man. He's such a weird dude just in fucking real life. You can do so much with him in movies, in
Mhm.
fiction, and shit like that.
Yeah. So yeah, this is like the main. This is like the movie of the month for September.
Yeah.
It was supposed to come out soon, but then they pushed it back to September. You know, good because that gives us something in September. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, there's like nothing else in September that I care for.
Yeah, not really. Apparently, there's a prequel movie to the fucking Sopranos.
Oh, maybe.
Is that actually a thing?
I think so.
That's
Yeah,
on
maybe.
this list, but I thought it.
Which one
Yeah,
is that one?
the
The
Many
Many Saints
Saints
of
of
Newark?
Newark. Yeah.
Oh, huh. Yeah, maybe.
Huh. I watched a good chunk of The Sopranos, but I never finished it. So. It's a
Let's
prequel.
see.
It's a prequel to The Sopranos.
For me, I move on to October 2nd. So we're in October now, and then the next one that I have on here is Venom 2 coming out this year.
That's
I
actually
thought
not
that
even
the
on. That's not even on my list. What the shit?
I thought that Venom, the first one, was fine. I thought it was an okay movie.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It was all right. It kind of reminded me more of like a '90s superhero movie.
Yeah,
Like it just felt weird, dude. Like it was one of those movies that, like, yeah, it felt like a '90s superhero movie. Like it's not what, to me, it wasn't like a modern superhero movie. It felt like an older one. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, it'll be interesting to see how Woody Harrelson's character, which we saw at the end of the first one, plays into this. They're bringing back Michelle Williams, and of course, I think the best part of the first Venom movie was Tom Hardy, or Eddie Brock and Venom's relationship.
yeah.
So hopefully, if they can improve on that, and then focus on more of that stuff. And yeah, I mean, again, I thought the first movie was fine. It was whatever. I didn't think it was terrible, but I didn't think like great or anything.
Just
It
trust
was
me,
just
I've seen
fine.
way worse movies than Venom.
For sure, for sure. It was fine. It was fine. But I have the second one on my list, so
Yeah,
hopefully,
I want to check it out. I'm surprised it's not on this list I have up.
and I want to see if this is connected to Morbius and the MCU or anything, because there's kind of like, it'll be interesting because I know Sony's trying to do their own thing with Venom, but then they're also doing Morbius. But then we see what's his name, Vulture, Michael Keaton in the Morbius movie. Is that going to be the same character, or is he playing somebody else? So I don't know. I'm kind of I'm curious and intrigued, interested to see how these movies are all connected together, if at all.
Yeah.
But we'll find out about that at some point later down the line.
All right.
But yeah, Venom 2.
Do you have anything else for October 2nd? Because if you don't, I do.
For October 2nd, I do not.
Because I have Bios here.
Bios.
Yeah, which has Tom Hanks in it. That's the only reason I mention it. It's the year of the Hanks. We love Tom Hanks. And
He's the man, dude.
I'm just gonna read this little tidbit.
What is this about? I don't even know what this movie is
All right,
about.
so here, Tom Hanks is back, breaking our hearts again. Here he plays a sickly inventor and the last human left on a post-apocalyptic Earth, who creates a robot to protect the life of his dog when he dies and keep them both company while he's alive. Will said the robot is as lovable. Will said robot be as lovable as, say, Wilson? Time will tell. Director Miguel
Sapochnik. Yeah.
Sapochnik.
He's the Game of Thrones guy, dude.
That's why I mentioned this, because Tom Hanks and him.
Okay.
This is the guy that directed the Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah,
So,
he's like I said, we mentioned him earlier because he's going to be doing the Game of Thrones prequel, House of the Dragon.
yeah, so that's a Tom Hanks and him makes me very interested in this. That's why I
Yeah,
mentioned
dude, that's cool. I didn't know he was in this.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Miguel Sapochnik also directed an episode.
You cut out. Sorry. Episode of what?
Oh, I said Miguel Sapochnik also directed an episode of Altered Carbon,
Yes.
And we like that show here too. So.
Oh, absolutely. I love Altered Carbon.
Yeah. He's done a few other things here and there, but yeah. Anyway.
That's pretty dope. So I'm interested in that. I want to see a trailer.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't know anything about this movie. Interesting.
All right. What do you got next?
My next thing in October is G.I. Joe Snake Eyes. They're doing a Snake Eyes movie. To me, Snake Eyes is the best character in G.I. Joe. He's just bad.
Absolutely. I do not disagree.
And they're doing a spin-off movie for Snake Eyes, and it's gonna have Henry Golding as the main character. The Baroness is gonna be in it. Storm Shadow's in it. Samara Weaving is gonna be Scarlet. We've been getting some casting, things here and there. It's supposed to come out in October, but then I kind of heard that they might. I don't know. There's like they might push it or I don't know.
I could see it getting pushed.
Yeah, I could see it getting pushed as well. But for right now, they have it slated for October.
I'm interested in it. I want to see it. I love Snake Eyes.
I want to see a trailer because we haven't had a trailer yet,
and I'm curious to how they're gonna pull it off. So
yeah, same. So I definitely want to see it. Hopefully, it's better than the other GI Joe movies, for sure. But yeah. And then the other thing that I have on here, again, I don't have too many horror movies on my list, but I have Halloween Kills on my list because it is a sequel to the sequel of Halloween, which came out a year or two ago. So yeah,
I need to see. I still haven't seen that one.
You should check it out. It's pretty good. I liked it. It has. So yeah, it's gonna be the next. It's gonna be a sequel to the sequel. Halloween Kills 2020 coming out this year in October. Not much to say other than it's in the Halloween movie.
Yeah.
It should be.
It ain't hard to figure out.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same stuff over and over again, just done slightly differently. But yeah, I mean, it's
they're fun. I love.
They're fine movies. Yeah, they're good Halloween movies. But yeah, that's it for October for me. I don't know if you have anything else in October.
Oh no, that's it. That's the last thing.
Okay, so November, I have Marvel's The Eternals on November 6th.
Super interested in that.
Now this one, I'm not too familiar with the Eternals as characters.
I'm not at all. I'll just straight up tell you, I don't know shit about them.
But the cast is very promising. We have
that's part of the reason.
Hayek.
That's part of the reason I like the movies is that I don't know a lot about them. I get to fucking learn about them. That'll be dope.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, the cast we have Salma Hayek, Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, Kit Harington, two Game of Thrones guys. Gemma Chan. This is interesting because Gemma Chan, I think, is one of the first, if not the first, actress or actor in the MCU who's playing two different characters.
That's dope.
Because she was somebody in Captain Marvel, and now they're getting her in this to play somebody completely different. So interesting. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but we'll see. Anyway, Kumail Nanjiani, who got fucking jacked and buff as hell for this movie, dude.
This dude's
Holy
fucking jacked. Go look at his picture. The dude is buff as fuck.
This dude got like, man, yeah, he got buff as fuck for this movie, dude. But you know what he said? I thought it was funny what he said. He's like, this is what happens when Marvel pays everything for you to do it.
Yeah.
Like when Marvel pays for you to do all this stuff, yeah, you're gonna get like this. So
yeah,
anyway.
he's fucking jacked.
Yeah, you got buff as hell. And then Brian Tyree Henry is the other Eternal. So we got a solid cast here. I'm intrigued by it.
It's actually a pretty massive cast. I mean, money-wise, that's got to be expensive.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Again, I don't know a whole lot about these characters, so Josh and I are kind of both in the same boat in that we don't know a whole lot about the Eternals, but we're intrigued because it's Marvel. And,
I look forward to learning about them.
I feel like this is gonna be another like Guardians of the Galaxy type thing where it's like something that most people don't know about, but it'll more people will definitely know about it when the movie comes out.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, not much to say because I don't know a whole lot about the characters, but MCU, always excited for their stuff. Moving on to the for me, it is the 20th of November. We have Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
This is coming out on November 20th.
Waiting for Jake in the chat.
As the gigantic Kong meets the unstoppable Godzilla, the world watches to see which one of them will become king of the monsters. So they've been talking about this movie for a while.
Yeah, I'm excited for this, man.
Yeah. Uh, it'll be interesting to see what a modern version of this looks like, because I
Yep.
forget when the last time we had Kong versus Godzilla,
It's been a while, that's for sure.
but it's been a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what a modern version of this looks like. And to see what the scaling is between them and whatnot. They're bringing back characters from the second Godzilla movie, and they're getting adding in other people. The cast that we have here so far is Millie Bobby Brown, Alexander Skarsgård, Isa Gonzalez, Kyle Chandler, Lance Riddick, Danai Guerrera, who's rumored to be in it, Brian Tyree Henry. We have Jessica Henwick, who I love. Jessica Henwick is, uh, dude, she's anyway.
uh,
Let me not get on that because I love me some Jessica Henwick.
okay.
But anyway, yeah, it's coming out in November 20th of this
If
year.
you're interested, Daniel and I did a whole podcast on King of the Monsters, the movie,
Yeah,
because we
we
watched it.
reviewed King of the Monsters sometime last year.
Go check it out. It's up there. It's on YouTube and it's
Uh,
on the podcast.
so yeah, this will
Audio
be
list.
one of the like major like holiday season movies for sure. That should be like visually badass. Uh, but yeah, we'll see. The poster, they have kind of like a poster already. It looks cool. It says Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
One will fall. I have a feeling though this movie's gonna turn into like BVS, where it's like
Yeah.
they fight for a little bit, but then they team up. That's
I'll give them major props if they straight up kill one or the other, but that's not gonna
dude.
happen.
I don't see that happening, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, who doesn't like big ass creatures or robots or monsters or
I
whatever
fucking
fighting each other,
love
dude?
these movies, man. They're good.
Yeah. Like, I mean, spoiler alert, they teased fucking mecha stuff at the end of the second movie,
Yeah.
So we'll, I'll be curious to see how that is.
I love Godzilla.
Oh, interesting, Jake. I'll be curious to hear your thoughts on that. But yeah, it'll be fun, man. I hope this is a good movie because I mean, when you have these two creatures together, like, come on,
Yeah.
you gotta have to be good, right? And I only have one other thing here for November,
Okay.
which is Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
This is a Disney animation movie. I don't believe it's Pixar. I think it's, or maybe it is. I don't know. Or maybe it's just
It
Disney.
says from Disney on my list, so.
Okay, so it's just Disney then, not Pixar. So this is a little synopsis for it is: in a realm known as Lumandra, a reimagined Earth is inhabited by an ancient civilization. A warrior named Rhea is determined to find the last dragon. Directed by Paul Briggs and Dean Wellens. Uh, we only really have two actresses for this so far. It's Aquafina is going to play Sisu, the sister, and then Cassie Steele is going to be Rhea. So that's all we have so far. New Disney animation movie.
Yeah.
I feel like this could be a fun one.
As we get further down the list, we get less and less information because that shit's
Yeah,
still
because
developing.
it's further off in the year.
Yeah.
They're still working on stuff anyway. But yeah, I mean that's that's all. That's pretty much it. And then we're on to December, the last month of the year for this year. I think I only have two things on my list.
I got a couple things.
Okay. Do you have anything on the 11th?
No.
Because for me,
my next first thing's the 18th. There's like three.
I was
just
gonna say I have two things on the 18th.
I have four things on the 18th.
Oh wow, I don't even. Okay. So the one that I have on my list, the first one for December, December 18th, we have Dune. Which
I'm excited.
Which I want to watch, but I know, and you all know now that after that, Josh is more excited for it than I am.
You guys don't understand.
Like,
next to the Dark Tower.
But Josh really wants to see it.
Next to the Dark Tower, I'm huge into Dune. Huge into Dune.
Now,
oh my god.
Listen to this cast, okay, everybody. If you don't know who's going to be in this movie, it's directed by Denis Villeneuve, okay? And the cast that we have here is Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Jason Momoa, Stellan Skarsgård, Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Dave Bautista, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem, David Dastmalchian. I mean, like, that's a lot of names.
Mm-hmm.
That's a heck of a cast. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie and pretend I know about Dune because I don't know a lot. So I don't even know, like, I see character names, but I don't know who they're supposed to be.
I can tell you this. Yeah.
Josh can tell us more about this.
Uh,
It'll be an adaptation of the novel, and there's high hopes I think for this movie because the cast is great, the director's great. I feel like this is gonna be a good movie.
they're spending a penny on it. Because you got Timothy Chalamet. He's gonna be Paul Atreides.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the main character. Gonna be the main character. Rebecca Ferguson's as Lady Jessica. Hugely important character.
Okay.
Jason Momoa is gonna play Duncan Idaho. Duncan Idaho in the books is a badass warrior. Stellan Skarsgård's gonna play the Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. It's gonna be dope.
There you go.
Zendaya is gonna play Cheney, a Fremen. Fremen are these desert people that reside on Dune. Oscar Isaac's playing Duke Leto Atreides. That's Paul Atreides' father. He's married to Lady Jessica.
Okay. See, I didn't know anything. I don't know who this. So it's interesting to hear Josh
Yeah.
talk about it. Anyway,
Dave Bautista is going to play the Beast Raban. He's one of the nephews of the Vladimir Harkonnen. One of the nephews. He has two.
All right.
But it doesn't look like they have the other one in here. So that's going to be. Josh Brolin's going to play Gurney Halleck, who is like a mercenary that's employed by the Atreides that kind of joins their house and becomes like their master of arms. He's a great warrior. Javier Bardem is playing Stilgar. He's kind of like a big leader of a big chunk of the desert people, the Fremen.
Cool.
David Dastmalchian is going to play Piter de Vries, who is a very interesting character. He's going to be like pretty dope. And those are kind of like the big
the main ones, right? The main cast. Yeah.
For this particular movie, I think they want to do multiples.
They're also working on a TV show. We talked about it before as well.
Yeah. I'm huge into Dune. I'm looking forward to this movie. I hope it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward too because again, I don't know a whole lot about Dune, but I know people talk about the books and just the franchise in general a whole lot.
There's been a movie. And David Lynch made a movie. There's been a mini series. So
yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'll check this out for sure.
I'm like there day one.
That's coming out December. It'll probably be this year's Star Wars because we have no Star Wars this year.
That's right. It is a sci-fi epic, so.
Sci-fi epic Friday, December 18th. That would have been the slot for Star Wars this year if it was in
Dune.
We had one.
Dune. I don't know how much they're gonna get into it in this movie. There's a lot of politics in Dune. It'll be interesting, but there's also a decent amount of action. So.
But yeah, that's coming out this year, and then the other one that I have on the 20th or the 18th is Coming to America.
Okay.
So this is obviously the sequel to Coming to America, but the sequel, this one is called Coming the Number 2 to America. This will be released, like I said, December 18th, 2020. Craig Brewer is the director. Eddie Murphy's been having kind of a comeback recently.
Yeah, that Dolomite thing kind of.
The Dolomite movie, which I haven't seen yet, but I heard is really good. He's was on SNL and doing some more stand up and whatnot. So he's kind of having there's a Keanu Sans, there's an Eddie Murphy Sans or whatever the hell you want to call it.
It's the year of the return, man.
Yeah, the year of the return. He's having a thing. Wesley Snipes is coming back. James Earl Jones, who just had a birthday. Shout out to James Earl Jones. John Amos. So yeah, Arsenio Hall. If you've seen Coming to America, you can kind of expect how this one's gonna go. But it'll be a fun movie. So that's the other one that I have. And for me, I think that's all I have on my 2020 movie preview.
Yeah.
I think that's all I got. There might be a few in here that I might have missed, like I said. So if Josh brings up something,
one of the ones on my list was delayed and it just wasn't updated on the list, so it still doesn't come out. West Side Story comes out the 18th.
Yeah, this is gonna be like I think Spielberg is directing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spielberg is directing this. It has Ansel Elgort, Corey Stoll.
Be interesting.
Yeah. So that'll be a thing.
And then I think that's all I got really.
Yeah. There was the other one that you had, Uncharted.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
then all
it
that.
got delayed. That's why I didn't have it on my list because it got delayed.
Yeah. It wasn't updated on this list yet.
Yeah, when we mentioned last week how they like keep changing the directors,
I was
right?
gonna say I'm pretty sure that's gonna get pushed.
Yeah,
But
it did. There's no way the movie's coming out this year.
yeah, no.
There's no way. They don't even have a director.
But yeah, it's just not updated list. That's like,
Yeah,
wait a
and
minute,
then
that doesn't make any sense. Let me double check this.
yeah, and then there's stuff like The Croods 2, which
Eh,
I don't
I didn't really like.
whatever.
I didn't like the first one. So.
There's there's a Tom and Jerry movie coming out. That's might be maybe we'll see. The only reason I have it on my list is because there's literally nothing. There's no images, no trailers. There's
Yeah,
nothing, man. All I know is that Chloe Grace Moretz is gonna be. Who's voicing Tom and Jerry? I don't know. I don't know anything about this movie.
I don't either.
And then yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
That's what we
Like
got, guys.
that's kind of our year in movies. The Tomorrow War. That sounds kind of interesting. Tomorrow War. A man is drafted to a fight in the future war where the fate of humanity relies on his ability to confront his past. Chris McKay's directing it. It has Yvonne Strahovski, Chris Pratt, J.K. Simmons, Betty Gilpin. Hey.
Hey, good to see
Uh,
she's getting to work, man. I love
so
clothes.
hey, actually, now that I'm reading up on this movie, I might have to add this on my. I might have to put this on my radar.
It wasn't on my list either. But I remember. I feel like I remember it when it was announced.
It's coming out on Christmas Day, the 25th, Friday the 25th. And it has a solid cast. It sounds like it has an interesting premise. It's on my radar now. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, filming
Uh,
literally just wrapped on it a few days ago.
Interesting. Okay.
Interesting. Oh,
News of the wild. What is this? A Texan traveling across the Wild West, bringing the news of the world to local townspeople, agrees to help rescue a young girl who was kidnapped. Directed by Paul Greengrass. Tom Hanks is gonna be Captain Jefferson. Kyle Kidd.
Year of the Hanks return keeps going.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's like in a million movies every year, though.
I love Tom Hanks though.
Anyway, this movie sounds kind of interesting too, I guess. And then the last one that I see here is The Last Duel, which oh hey, this has it's gonna be directed by Ridley Scott. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon wrote the screenplay. Uh and they're gonna be in the movie, I assume, as well. But the main two characters that we have here is played by Adam Driver and Jodie Comer. So
Ooh.
two big names as well. So again, this movie was not on my radar, but I'll put it on my radar now.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, that's pretty much the year in movies that
That
we
we
got this
know
year.
so far. Yeah.
Yeah, there'll probably be other things that
You
show
never
up
know
later,
what'll pop
but
up.
as of right now, that's kind of what we got. So I would have to say, I don't know if there's like really like one like movie that I'm like whoa, but like I would have to say probably like Wonder Woman or Black Widow are probably the two
Are
of the
those
ones.
the ones you're looking forward to the most?
Probably Dune. Dune. It's just I'm not as hype as you just because I don't know a
Well,
whole lot
here's the
about
thing.
the universe in general.
I'm hype about Dune because it's Dune, but I need to see a trailer. I need to
Yeah,
see a
yeah, yeah.
trailer before I'm be like, you know what, that's going to be my
Listen,
movie I'm most excited about this year.
I'm sure that it's gonna be a good movie, dude. They have all these names attached to it, and the director is a good director. So I think you're gonna be happy with it. I think you will.
I think so too, but I don't think it's fair to be like, this is going to be my movie of 2020 when there's nothing out. When I got things like Wonder Woman that looks fucking amazing. When
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
yeah.
things like Black Widow that looks fucking amazing.
Speaking of, I can't
Uh,
wait to see the trailer. I can't wait to see the trailer for Kong and Godzilla, dude. That's gonna
yeah,
be
that's
cool.
going to be dope. Yeah.
That's gonna be a dope trailer whenever that comes out.
I'm excited for Morbius.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm more looking forward to the movie now.
Of Top
Definitely.
Gun Maverick, I'm interested in.
I
I mean,
want to
I'm
see a
excited
trailer
for.
for Snake Eyes to see if I should get excited for that or not excited for that.
We got Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm super like that. Might be my big thing for the summer
Ghostbusters, yeah, yeah. For me, it'll probably be again like Wonder Woman or Black Widow, but
because it
yeah,
comes out right around my birthday.
yeah, July 10th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my birthday's the 20th.
But yeah, there's
That Tenet movie. Definitely interested in
Tenet.
that now. Yeah.
Yeah, Tenet looks sounds intriguing. But yeah, I mean, there's some stuff here and there, you know.
Oh yeah. Definitely some good shit coming out this year, guys. Make sure.
So cool stuff. Again, I'm looking forward to Mulan. The whole that earlier. What else?
Yeah.
There's things here and there, you know. Birds of Prey. We'll see how that does. But yeah, that's pretty much the year in 2020 for movies. Yeah, that's there. It is, guys.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna be a
And
show. Unless you got something else.
that's no man. That'll be it. That'll wrap us up for today.
All right. You want to go ahead and
Um,
announce what we're doing next week?
yeah. I was gonna say next week. So today we did the movie 2020 movie preview. Next week we'll be doing the 2020 game preview. So we'll be talking about all the video games coming out this year, and we'll be doing the same thing. We'll just go like month by month, talking about games that are that we're gonna be looking forward to, that we're gonna want to get, and all that stuff. Um, and obviously next week we'll be ending January, so we'll still talk about the January games, but for the most part,
Yeah.
uh, there will be uh the month will be over by then, kind of, pretty much. So yeah, we'll be doing the 2020 game preview next week, guys. So see you there.
All
Then.
right. Make sure to stop by for that, guys. All right, we're gonna swap over to our shout outs. Here we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. There you go. You're up, Daniel.
All right. So thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate it as always. Check follow us on all the stuffs on the sidebar there. And we'll be back next week with the games preview.
Goddamn right.
And then as for my stream, I'm currently going through Kingdom Come Deliverance. So check that out. I'll be playing that again on Monday. And then on Wednesdays, I'm trying to get back into the rhythm of doing the Old Republic again, because I'm still not done with my Imperial Agent story. That's been fun. There's been some interesting things that have been developing and happening there the past 2 weeks. So check that out. I play that game on Wednesdays, and then right now I'm doing Kingdom Come Deliverance normally. And then we'll see what else we get in there. We'll see what other games we throw in there. But yeah, just check it out. Follow all the stuff, and yeah, see you next week, guys.
All right. Flop over. Hey guys, I apologize for those. By the way, those early technical difficulties we had. Sometimes shit happens. I'm sorry. My week is pretty open. Keep an eye out on this here channel. Tomorrow we're playing D&D. That'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Come check it out. Frozen Decimation. We'll see if the gang gets out of the maze that they're currently locked into, as they are being hunted by the Nikolovas at the dinner party. So come by and check that out if you're even interested in D&D or anything. If you like what you've seen here of me and Daniel do this podcast every single Saturday now, we're getting back into it. It was on break for a little bit, but I think we're back all the time now. If you're new in here, we do it every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific time. West Coast time. So we talk about, we got a whole list of other shows if you want to go check those out. They're on Daniel's YouTube, and then it's linked. We also have the MP3 format, which is also linked somewhere in here. It's up above.
That is on the Google Drive as well.
Yeah, it's on our Google Drive, so you can go download if you just want the audio portion. It's there. This will be up probably tomorrow, probably in the next couple days. Yeah, that's right. You're doing stuff tomorrow, so it'll be up at some point. Don't worry, guys. I try to get the audio version up like immediately, but I might stuff after this. Other than that, keep an eye on the stream. If you like what you've seen, hit that follow button, because we appreciate any support you get. And I'm gonna close this stream out with some ads. So if you stick around and want to support us a little bit more, I'm gonna run just a quick ad break here at the very end. You don't have to stay. You can go on your merry way and go about your day. We appreciate you guys, and have a good rest of your afternoon. Good evening, guys.
See you, everybody.